Hell of a pocket. That's cool. Don't get too good. You start getting excited. Start fucking with the buttons. Hey, man. Let it ride, man. You start fucking with them buttons.
Hey, we live, y'all. Come on in. It's Thursday.
Like my man said in Godfather Part 2. Vito, come on in. Vito said, hold up. What you mean, come on in? You trying to get me to steal something? He said, no, Vito, come on in. Have you ever seen that? Godfather Part 2?
Never seen Godfather.
Never seen Godfather.
No.
Sad. It's sad. It really is. It's really sad. Godfather is one of the top 10 greatest series ever made. And it ain't about them. It's about the principles, the morals and principles.
There you go. I thought I was playing around with the wrong thing. Oh, man, I gotta say pause, right? Making the breaks. You hear?
Yeah, I can hear it too loud. Yeah. Let's round out with this good information that we get. Oh, that is some beat. Oh.
Hey, Sabrina.
This week, y'all. This Sunday down at Howard Theater. See y'all when we get there.
Cut it out, Binky.
Dallas Mavericks will win tonight. Okay, Bink.
What up, Bink, though? Yeah. You eating crabs this weekend, Bink? I know you eating crabs this weekend.
Hold up. Turn down just a little bit more. Sorry. Did you try the salt and water, Bink, on your hands after you ate crabs?
He said it. He did.
So who's the guy that said it worked?
That might have been my man. That man from middle school. He'll be on tonight. Yeah. That's Nat. Nat said it worked.
Big Stroman. We got to talk about the Lakers. The Lakers are talking about keeping Westbrook for one more year. And they got 3 coaches that they look at. Darvin Ham, the guy that used to coach.
He out. He ain't getting the job.
No, they're down to the last 3 finals. Darvin Ham.
Not getting the job.
The guy that used to coach New Jersey. And somebody else.
What guy that used to coach New Jersey?
He used to coach up there with he had him what's the other boy, the white boy used to coach New Jersey. The Jason Kidd ended up taking the job, making him sit down.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know the dude who used to coach New Jersey?
Robert Jack, what's up, babe?
How you doing, bro? What is one of New Jersey Nets' old coaches?
We'll get this. We're gonna share out early because Monday we had power issues. We do have to apologize to everybody that follows the All Over the Place podcast. We did have power issues on Monday. We appreciate y'all for coming. I got a lot of messages. I don't know if Slink did, but I did. We got written up. Dana said they were going to write us up. Yeah. So we had a lot of stuff going on Monday.
See, that what happened.
But it wasn't on us.
What happened, though, see, when you don't own the building. See, that's when we got to buy a building. We need y'all to cash out us $100 so we can buy this building. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened when you don't own the building, Slim. You know, we under somebody else's roof. And kids, if you live on somebody else's roof, you got to play by their rules. And right after we left, the next day they called me and told us that the power's back on.
Oh, the power's back on?
Yeah, but I told them we won't be back. We won't be back there until the 6th. It's the 6th, not this week, but next week.
Okay. Well, we got a lot going on. We got to talk about the Texas shooting. We got to talk about we got some sports stuff going on tonight.
Yeah, we got fights coming up this week.
We got prayers up.
Also, we got Barry Farms opening back up. Miles Rawls Day this Sunday.
Miles Rawls Day.
Barry Farms will be. You ain't see the video? Man, Miles Rawls is the man. He a legend.
He been on the show too.
Man, of course, man. One of the few in the crowd that gave us a chance to interview him. And one thing about Miles was so professional. Man, he answered all the texts. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? I texted him 100 times. I was so nervous because, hey T, what's up, Tone? I got something on.
Oh, we getting ready to get the show started, so you're gonna hear your voice in a minute.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah, you're gonna hear your voice in a minute.
Give it to him now. Give it to him now.
You want to give him early?
Yeah, it's early.
It's only 7:37.
Give it to him, man. He already on. He might roll out. Lucas show. Give it to him, man. Let you know we still with you, baby boy. Ain't nothing changed, baby.
Still strong cause I push. Moved on when I push. Hard times gotta push. No climb, bitch, I push.
Turn that up.
Straight.
Push.
Chest up. Push. Head up. Push. 10 toes. Push. Big things stay big things when the small things get pushed. And the small things stay small things when the big things just push.
Starting early tonight, y'all.
Push.
Share the show.
Straight. push, head up, push, 10 toes, all praise to the underdog. Damn right, yeah, the underdog. Same one that was down with you. Came up, now you want the fall. Fake love, I don't want it all. Gang shot, I just want the ball. No convo for broke niggas. Grab the phone when the money call. I do this shit by myself, I don't got no help, so I gotta push. To keep it from not working out, put food in my mouth, bitch, I gotta push. Lucky that I'm not a crook.
This my part, this the part right here.
I see the hate in your eyes.
Let them know,
Be like a book. Fuck them up when I came in. They ain't think I had arrangements or could cover that plane ticket, so we can get to this lame shit.
Hey, they ain't think they had arrangements.
See, I'm gonna tell you something. Listen, now, y'all know I done done 2 shows with no cussing, man. That was doing so good. But when I hear that push, it gives me the inspiration. Now, we was talking about, now before we get into anything, first of all, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And
yes, indeed.
Everybody that's been with us up until this point of the show, which is a year and some more shows, and everybody that's going to be with us after this point. Because nowadays, you got to realize, Tanner, his royalty. Man, listen, you terrible, man. Listen, you already see. You don't understand, Slim. That's paid for. He'll tell you
right.
That don't pay for.
That's your paid for.
Try to tell him, man.
I might bring it back. You want to bring it back?
Bring it back.
Bring it back. Just so y'all know.
Just so y'all know.
Tanner right here.
Still strong cause I push. Moved on when I push. Hard times gotta push. No crime, bitch, I push. Back straight, push. Chest up, push. Head up, push. 10 toes, push. Big things stay big things when the small things get pushed. And the small things stay small things when the big things just push. Chest up, push. Back straight, push. Head up, push. 10 toes, all praise to the underdog. Damn right, yeah, the underdog. Same one that was down with you. Came up, now you want the fall. Fake love, I don't want it all. Gang shot, I just want the ball. No convo for broke niggas. Grab the phone when the money call. I do this shit by myself, I don't got no help, so I gotta push. To keep it from not working out, put food in my mouth, bitch, I gotta push.
What?
Lucky that I'm not a crook. Judging the way that you look. I see the hate in your eyes. Easy to read like a book. Fucked them up when I came in. They ain't think I had arrangements or could cover that plane ticket, so we gon' get to this lame shit.
Boy,
Slim, that joint gets so hot sometimes you gotta go back.
Yeah, you gotta bring it back.
Man,
you gotta bring it back.
That's what I do now. I allow other people to cuss for me because I got a cussing coach. I told y'all how to cut. Man, this dude is expensive, man. He pulled up to my house. I said, man, cussing coach. You should have seen.
He pulled up to your house.
Man, he pulled up to my house, man. No. He
Okay,
just going. He had some handbooks and stuff.
Okay.
I had, when you work on stuff, a lot of times. I don't know if a lot of y'all been to therapy. A lot of black men don't like to talk about therapy.
We gotta talk about.
But it's something that's needed in our culture, which is therapy. And it ain't got to be therapy for what you might think. It could be therapy for what somebody don't even have no idea of what's going on with you, because everybody's therapy is personal. Yeah. So I know me. I know one of the last.
Hey, Tanner, you already got it.
Man, Tanner, we brothers.
Come on, man.
One of the last, like, willing testaments. I just lost my sister. Rest in peace to Jackie.
Yes, indeed.
Boom. One of the things we talked about in the bed while she was gone, she was like, boy, I love that show. And man, I really like that show. I said, boy, could you stop all that cussing? So I said, for real, you think? But I was like, I know podcasts and all that be cussing and all that. DC, what's up? I know you're in town. I got DC. You. Just shoot through 1010.
Oh, so he's not in
he's
Fort Worth tonight.
He will be in the barbershop tomorrow, which I will record because he's all the way coming from Texas.
Yeah, Fort Worth.
Yeah, he got out of Texas. All that gun they found. I don't blame you. Get out of there. Get back home stuff. Because, man, they done went cuckoo in Texas, man.
They go.
They killing kids, man.
Yeah, they got calmed down a little bit.
Listen, I don't know if a lot of y'all seen the movie Sicario. Have you ever seen that?
No.
What Sicario was, it's a 2-part joke. They had Sicario 1 and Sicario 2, where it was about actually how they train kids to kill from a young age up. And they become like, it's levels to it, like mercenary, kind of like, it's like, it's hard to explain, but I know a lot of y'all, Frank's seen it, but me and him talk about it all the time, but a lot of people don't understand. You got to look at that movie and see it for what it is. A lot of these movies that they playing, you have to look at it and look past the entertainment part and try to get the lesson or the blessing out of it. Like Black Panther. I know you've seen that, right?
Yeah, I did see that.
Now there's some video coming out about Black Panther, which is saying that Black Panther goes all the way back. It's telling secrets about stuff that Africans used to do that was confidential. I ain't gonna get into all the dudes. Like
we
when
might get into that.
I ain't gonna get into when the dude was on the ground and he drank the. Remember he got shot or whatever.
Yeah.
And he drank the with that like the purple little juice.
Yeah.
Right. So it goes into a little bit in depth how those were like godly traits where you know everything was so. These are the people that were so in tune with God, right?
Yeah.
Like, all they do all day long is pray all day. They dedicate their whole life to God.
Okay.
There's no fun. There ain't no parties and podcasts and all that. It's all praying and, you know, scripture and all that. Ain't no, man, I meet you down San Antonio's and all. You know, see, y'all have you Christians be faking. One day y'all read, you know, and then next week San Antonio's. And, we went to, what's on the I'm trying to tell y'all about some real dudes, some monks. Dudes just sit around all day in white coats and just stare at the sky. Talking about God.
They dedicated to God.
Their whole life.
Okay.
Their whole life, not a percentage. Their whole life. They have.
Right.
They and see when they say that they discipline themselves to God.
Yeah.
They not sacrifice anything.
Whew.
You know.
Well, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, that's another thing.
That's a whole nother conversation.
Well, God is always something that should be discussed because people don't like to talk about God. Yeah. Anybody don't like to discuss God. You need to get away from them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? If they don't, you know, I don't care
if they don't know what's really going on.
You ain't gonna argue about no religion.
No.
You know,
you
just respect a person that says he has a God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, whatever, you know, I don't know. I ain't gonna get into the religion aspect of it because, you know, that's what goes back and forth. That's what keeps us divided. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we got a couple of relationship questions tonight that we're gonna get into. Ricky Williams, he changed his name and he took his wife's name. So we'll talk about that if the man.
Ricky Williams, the football player?
The football player. Yeah, he actually changed his first name and took his wife's last name.
So wait a minute. You telling me he has his wife's first name?
No.
Okay.
He changed his name to Eric with an E for Ricky Williams. And then he took his wife's last name. So we'll talk about that. If a man should take his wife's last name, what's wrong with that? Is something wrong with that?
Well,
we'll talk about
that. We'll talk about that later. But you know, one thing about cultures is traditions. They say traditions don't alter the nature of the truth. So you know, a lot of stuff is done now over and over based on, even me and you, we doing a lot of stuff based on tradition. A lot of stuff we never implemented ourselves. We just going by what was passed down to us. That's why
sometimes we gotta get away from that too.
Yeah, that's true. If you do more research to find out, you know, flaws in what was passed down to you. That's just like if somebody passed down some property to you, right? And the property was not owned by who they passed it down to. When you get the property, you think you're getting something, but once you start researching, you find out they passed down debt to you. You know what I'm saying? They passing the lien and what they owe on it. So sometimes that what you think somebody's giving you as a gift, it could be a curse.
A debt.
A curse. You know, debt is a curse. You don't want them.
Well, we got that. We got another relationship question. They say Lala Anthony is on blast now, and now
Lala got the young boy off of the one his co-actor has got locked up for the watch deal and all that. You know, they locked a little Meat's son up and all that. But
that's what she was murdered?
No, his the brother. The one that's played the brother.
What up, Kurt?
Hey, Kurt, how you doing? The one that plays the brother in 50 Cent's.
Okay. BMF show.
Man, which 50 Cent, man, let me tell you something. 50 is a master when it comes to projects and putting stuff together. And from which he come to now where he got the hottest show on, all them Jones he got his fight. Now, one of his Jones he pulled back.
Hey, Stacy.
One of his Jones he pulled back. I got that message today, Stacy, too. I'm at the inbox you.
Southwest T.
Right. One of the.
Is that who Lala met on?
Yeah, that's the little guy that she's messing with now. That I'm telling you that.
So should Carmelo like go back? Well, that's the relationship question.
Man.
If your girl that you left is now on blast, should you call her and be like, yeah, I might need to come back?
Well, the only way.
That's the question. So we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, it's all the same though. Whatever. If you had somebody. Hey, me and my cousin.
There y'all go.
Listen, if a man has somebody, old woman.
What's up, Tommy?
And they had somebody moved on, the only way they would feel a certain way is they really didn't move on.
If your girl on blast,
I mean,
you might gotta make that phone call.
If I was, if I was in a relationship with a girl and I was a boyfriend, and me and the girl broke up,
Kurt said never. Get another that fit you. Hey, Kurt, I like that, Kurt.
Yeah, but see, Kurt's in a position. See, he's talking. See, you gotta understand everybody's position. That's a successful answer.
Okay.
Somebody that might be caught. Yeah, because somebody might be caught in between on the way
Shut
up.
the show out, y'all. What?
Somebody might be caught in the way up with the rest. Maybe I'm just talking to you about the pre-show. I said,
All right.
should a woman marry a guy that they don't think is as much as attractive, that already has everything together? Or should they work with the guy with the curly hair, the cute dude, that they really, the one they really like with the scar button?
Is he goofy? Or he not goofy?
This is the one they like. Girls really like a guy with a little bit of bad. They don't want a guy that he just trifling and disrespectful.
Yeah.
But a woman likes to be around a guy with a little bit, like yourself.
Hey, Tish, hey, baby.
A guy that's been through a little something. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Trying to figure out who Javon Allen is.
Yeah. That's Javon that played for my father. That played for my father, Joey. You coached him, I believe. Go ahead.
No, he good. The edge. They like a guy with the girls. And some girls have been in a relationship with dudes that been through the roughneck and all that. And they were looking for it's too dangerous. Like kind of like how J-Lo did with Puffy. She was with Puffy and all that ride. They started shooting. She said, "Man, I'm out of here, man. I'm going to mess with." You know what I'm saying, Slim? She went and had babies by Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill ran a salsa and all that. You know what I'm saying? Be riding with Puffy, man. They shooting at the limo and all that. You see what I'm saying? So you got to be careful. So sometimes the transition from one relationship to the other is
charisma.
It's a big difference.
Yeah. Well, we got a couple of good relationship topics tonight. We're probably hitting about 8:30.
What you think about Tank? Yeah. Tank talking about leaving Mayweather. He wants to leave Mayweather after this fight.
Yeah, Boston and that's a big one.
Yeah.
But Boston over Miami last night. They've been 1-1 all the way through. Now they're going back to Boston for Game 6.
Well, that was over just like the one tonight is over. Yeah,
who will win?
Boston.
You think Boston will get them in 6? Is Boston going to handle them at home, or are they going to come back to Miami?
Boston will.
They have not won one at home.
Slow down, man.
I'm just telling you.
Slow down. They won a game at home. This man, I don't know what he's talking about. This man talking about they got 3 games. How they going to not win a game at home?
All right, you tell me how they got 3 games and they ain't won one at home.
They won the first game at home.
No, they played in Miami at home, didn't they?
No, they won the first
game. Didn't Miami win the first game?
No, Miami won the first game.
At Boston.
No, Miami was the higher seed. Miami was the higher seed. They was the number 1.
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
What I do?
Hold up.
Somebody tell Deon, because Deon ain't watching.
Y'all gotta tell me.
I don't know what he been watching.
Y'all gotta tell me. Y'all gotta tell me.
Listen, I don't know what he been watching. Hey,
what up, Big Mess?
Big Mess. Okay.
I thought that they have lost every road game.
No. Matter of fact, Boston got the best road record in the league right now. They won.
What up, Greg? Hey, Greg.
Okay, there we go, Greg.
Greg.
I can call him. We ain't got to go back and forth. We wasting time.
Hold on.
Let
me add the phone.
Add the phone. Let me call.
Yeah, we gonna call Greg right now.
I know. Greg, hold up.
Greg, don't cuss me out.
Yeah, because he got the. I'm going to somebody I know. I know he. I just talked to him. He thought we was on 29-04.
Greg,
Minnesota
NBA Eastern Conference. Who's won all the games? Have all the road teams won? That's the question.
Man, he done got away from the question. That's
the question.
We're talking about Boston.
Right.
There's no way in the world they could have won 3 games if they didn't win a game at home.
How? They won. If Miami, the game 1, game 3, and game 5 was in Miami, and Boston won all of them.
No, it's 2.
That's 3.
No, Scott, calm down.
Game 5 was yesterday.
Calm down. Calm down. It's 2-1.
1-1. Game 5 was yesterday. Is all I'm saying.
Right. So you telling me they didn't win any?
Greg, we calling you right now. Greg, answer your phone.
He'll send it to you.
That's nothing to send it to.
I'm right. There you go. Put Big Mess back up.
Man, he ain't say that. Ain't nobody say that.
It's Slink.
Hold on. No, Big Mess did.
Slink, right.
Hey, Big Mess, don't jump out there.
Listen, Big Mess, I'm trying to tell him. See, Deon been parlaying.
See, Boston won in Miami. That's what I'm trying to say. Call Greg. All right, we get before we get the prayers up.
No. Hold up, Greg. He trying to trick you, Greg. I didn't say Boston didn't win in Miami. I said Boston won at home. He's trying to say
that all the road teams have won. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
in the Eastern Conference.
Of course, yeah. I thought
you were of course.
No, I thought you were saying that Boston didn't win any games at home.
I don't think that they won any games at home.
They did. One. and they lost one.
You know what?
Watch, I'm gonna call Greg right now. I just talked to him.
He about to upset.
I just talked to him.
You about to upset. Hold on. Let's call.
I just talked to him.
All right. Hold on. There we go. Greg is on the way.
All right, Greg.
And then we got Greg.
Man,
we're gonna be real quick, Greg, because we didn't get the prayers up yet. Greg, who won game 1 and where was it played at in the Eastern Conference Finals?
In Miami.
It was played in Miami.
Okay. Now, hold on. Has any team in the Eastern Conference Finals won at home?
Yeah.
Who won at home?
Both of them.
Both of them won at home.
This man, listen, he
they split.
Greg.
I think.
Go ahead and say, give it to him, Greg. No,
Hey,
give it
Greg,
to him.
you might be mistaken, Greg.
Give it to him. Okay, let's start. This the quickest way to do it. The score was 1-0. Miami. They won the first game in Miami.
They did?
Yeah.
Boston.
Yeah, Boston. No, Boston went down. They lost the first game.
Okay.
They lost the first one. They won the second one.
They
I
won the
think
second game.
they won the second. Then Miami came to Boston and won in
the
Boston.
third game.
They split the home games, and then Boston won the game 5 last night.
Exactly. That's how he got thrown off.
Okay.
You know what happened was because each of them won 1-1-1-1.
Yeah.
Boston was the first team to win 2.
Robert Jackson
Two in a row.
2 in a row.
They won 2 in a row.
Listen.
So who you like coming out of that, Greg?
I like Boston. Kyle Lowry is washed and done.
Well, Kyle Lowry.
I feel like Kyle Lowry. I like fuck the shit up. You should have just let Gabe Vincent keep playing.
Okay, I agree with you. I agree with they should have let Greg.
Hold on.
You know, sometimes you try to fix shit and fuck shit up.
Greg, let me ask you a question. Now, them youngins came all the way back on Dallas the other night. Should Steve Kerr have played them youngins and just let them do whatever they do instead of bringing back Curry?
They did that just so they can go home and win in front of their fans.
See, that's what I thought, because I was watching like if they done came back from 29 points.
Boston won the shit out of Luka today. They're gonna put Luka in that boxing one. I'm telling you, that's just gonna happen. They're gonna box and win them, and they're gonna make if Dinwiddie and them gonna have to beat them.
Yeah, Dinwiddie definitely
gonna go for 40.
You gonna give him that 40? Give him that 40. Though.
Yeah, you know that. That's
give him that 40.
You know he's gonna get that.
Well, you know what the crazy thing about it? I'm gonna tell you something about Miami. If you watch Miami, you gotta always look at the team and see who they look like, because no team now doesn't resemble another team in the past. If you remember, Miami looks sort of like Atlanta did when they won the Eastern Conference Final. They were so good, but they just didn't have one star or superstar, because they got a star. Jimmy Butler is a star, but they just didn't have a.
They don't have a superstar.
They don't have a superstar. And I'm gonna tell you what team played like that years ago: the Atlanta Hawks, when they had Jeff T.
What's the name been disappearing the last 2 games too though? Jimmy Buckets, he ain't been Jimmy Buckets.
Well, Jimmy Butler, he's hurt. But Jimmy, I'm gonna tell you something. Listen, Jimmy Butler. I'm gonna tell you, this gonna be honest. These dudes just playing because they soldiers. Jimmy Butler and Kyle Lowry, both of them hurt. They
Kyle Lowry is definitely hurt.
They both are injured. Jimmy too. He can't even got no lift. Watch him. Watch the way he played. Gimpy ain't going to the basket. He's shooting set shots. He's getting very little off his lift. Listen, only reason they playing because look at your man, Tyler Hero on the side with Cartiers and shit on, greased his butt. I ain't gonna use no foul line. He on the sideline. He got Jerry curl juice. He trying to. Man, Tyler Hero on the sideline looking sweet, man. Cardi.
He about to be. I think he about to be like a model.
Man, he talking about, man, his thigh hurt. He ain't going out there. Let y'all, man, Jimmy Butler.
Tyler Hero had on all white.
Listen, Jimmy Butler's knee is inflamed, and Kyle Lowry, I think he got a quad or something like that.
Okay.
And
he shouldn't even try to come back, man.
You know what,
Kyle Lowry.
But you know what, though,
he should have set it up.
You know what, though? Let me tell you, to be honest, Slim. If he didn't come back, they probably would have got swept. They wouldn't have got 2 games. If Kyle Lowry wouldn't have came back, they would have got swept. Because you know the game that he came back, that's the game that they won.
Yeah.
The first game, that you know when dudes injured because they don't have but one good game. Mm-hmm. You said that the next game they ain't ready to go.
They give you their all. Right,
they give you their all just to get that game, and they think everybody else gonna propel you over. But you can't realize these youngers are coming, man. Watch out for ball. And I'm gonna tell you something. This is something I'm gonna give y'all. It's just so hard to bet against champions. it's so hard. We talking about from a betting aspect. Typically, you gotta look at what Vegas is doing. Now, everybody and their mama in the next series between Golden State and Boston, they really want to bet some real money. Who do you think they're gonna bet on?
Boston.
They're gonna bet on Golden State.
They're gonna bet on Golden State. They're gonna bet on Golden State,
but Boston might take it.
Boston gonna come in the underdog though.
Right. And if Boston take it, they're gonna get all the money.
That's what I'm great. That's my point I'm great to tell you. You gotta look at it from how Vegas. All the money is gonna be laid on Golden State.
Yeah.
But the money to be made
is on Boston.
You see what I'm saying? Because only people that are really gonna bet on Boston is Boston fans,
homers,
and a dude who might know how to gamble that got a little bit to lose.
Yeah,
and a dude who got a little bit to lose. Guess what he'll do? G, he'll bet both ways. See, y'all got to understand how dudes just to secure his money.
Say like take the 64.
I'm telling you, I'm dealing with dudes every day. He might bet 4,000. This is what a dude to do. He'll bet 4,000 on Boston on the series because it's a long shot, right?
2,000
it's
on
an
Golden
underdog
State
in the series. And then he'll bet 2,000 on Golden State.
All right.
You see what I'm saying? Or he'll bet the 4. Or he'll bet 4.
Man, but that type of shit, I just be betting like, fuck who winning. I'm betting on the spread or the over and under.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, that's what I'm saying. You talking about somebody that's betting game for game.
Yeah.
Right, that's where
game for game is where the money is.
See, now what game for game is where you have dudes betting 200, 300, 400. But when you talking about series, or quarters, if a dude bet on first quarter, they bet on quarters too.
Now that first quarter, motherfucker.
Right. Now they might say, they might bet say like I'm gonna tell you. Remember, I told you this in Boston series and Golden State series because both of these series are over. It's just a matter of time. Both of them over. And that's where the money. I told people.
I think Golden State gonna close them out tonight.
I told people they didn't listen. If you watch what I said a week ago, go back and look at the tape. I said Golden State and Boston is the best series that can actually sell tickets all over the place because you got a lot of Boston
because the historical team and fucking Golden State because they got Steph, Clay, and Draymond.
Yeah. They the dynasty.
Golden State is like the Dallas Cowboys.
They like the Bulls of this earth.
Yeah. Everybody love them. They gonna go with them. They gonna spend their money.
Well, I'm not gonna say that, but they like the San Antonio of this era because the Bulls didn't lose. So they like the San Antonio. San Antonio got 5, right? Okay. They got 5. That's what I'm saying. Golden State is just like San Antonio.
Golden State got what, 3?
No, they got 4.
They got 4?
They got 4. Wow. Right. This will be 5. This will put them right
there.
They
got, hold up. KD got 2. They got 3.
They got 3.
They got 3. Yeah, they lost to LeBron.
They got 3.
They went 5 times, lost 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They got 3.
They got 3.
This will be their 4th.
Right. This will be their 4th. Right?
Yeah.
So and they still trailing San Antonio.
Yeah.
Right? Because San Antonio got 5.
Yeah. They get 2 more.
So Tim Duncan got 5. So right now they still up underneath Big TD.
Yeah.
TD, but even though Steph is considered, or do you? Do you consider him? And that's not me. I'm just asking. Do you consider Steph already achieved more than Tim Duncan already? That's another question.
Hell no.
That's another question.
That's
another question.
Well, if you only talking about championships, but nobody said that Tim Duncan was the greatest anything of all time.
Man,
they said that Steph is the greatest shooter of all time.
They said that. Well, yeah, they said Tim Duncan is the greatest.
Yeah.
It's been said. Now, whether or not that's
he better than Karl Malone.
Well, a lot of people
come on, Greg.
Listen, a lot of people like him over Karl Malone.
Come on, Greg.
Come
on, Greg.
Listen.
On what though? On what? On what?
Everything he do.
On points? That's the only thing you can say that he got him on points?
No. He don't have him on points.
He don't have him on points. That's the only thing Karl Malone got him on.
Karl Malone got about 36,000 points.
He still, man, Tim Duncan does everything, Deon.
Well, I got to say this.
Everything.
I don't know. I'm not going to take him over. I
got to do that will argue you.
I'm not going to take him over Karl Malone.
I got to do. It's all about who you like.
Right.
Now.
I never liked Karl Malone, though. I never liked him.
A lot of people never liked Karl Malone.
It was hard to like a black dude playing with 4 whites. So, see, that's what the real deal. Because that's why, let me tell you another dude.
And in Utah, right?
Right, in Utah. Another dude.
Hey, I was listening to a podcast earlier, right? They had Penny on there, and they was talking about, like, I guess the next top 75.
Okay.
From the 90s. Man, they said that they called Mitch Richmond the West Coast Michael Jordan.
But listen. Let me tell you something, Greg. Let me be honest with y'all. A lot of dudes never seen Mitch Richmond play. But
They thought that nigga the West Coast Michael Jordan.
Mitch Richmond came to the Wizards, washed up, average 28 points a night.
Yeah, he was cooking.
They got him, because he blew his knee out. I think his knee or something.
Yeah.
He stopped once his knee.
He was catching about 31 years old.
Mitch Richmond.
That's what they traded Webber for.
Let me tell you something. Mitch Richmond used to be unstoppable, right? But a lot of those games, because he played with a lower level team, small market team, they weren't publicized. You didn't see a lot of those games because you got to look at back then. All you got to do is go back to tape. Now look at this era. What games are you seeing all the time? The Lakers, Golden State,
Boston,
Miami, the Knicks. They showing the Knicks.
They gonna always show the Knicks.
Seeing Philly, see Brooklyn.
See Brooklyn. That's because they got the bigger stars.
Mm-hmm.
Big market.
Big market. And a lot of them, they got big stars. The stars are making the market now. It used to be where the market used to make the stars.
Yeah.
Now these guys are like, they make the team.
I'm with you.
Right? That's why KD had to get away from OKC, the small market team. They ain't gonna never win nothing. He took them slugs to the championship.
KD. You see what they doing? Kyrie, they talking about size and trade the hell.
Where do you think Kyrie is going?
They can't rely on him. They say he's not reliable.
Let me tell y'all something. I got a theory. And a lot of people don't realize.
Kyrie going back to LA. He's going to LA to play with LeBron. That's what you think? He's going to LA to play with LeBron.
If he do,
right now, LeBron, he don't know what's going on in LA because he don't know about the coach. He's just so confused about.
I think LeBron want to play. But
I'm gonna tell you a guy that's gonna be a key piece in take them to school with their history. Listen, I'll give it to them, Slim. See, they don't think I've been trying to tell them. They be thinking I'll be just up here talking. See, I know about Miss Richmond. Miss Richmond was a beast. But like I said, the small market team. He played
Sacramento, Golden State,
Sacramento
Kings. Penny said Miss Richmond will go to the scores table. They say he'll go to the scores table and tell the nigga, man, put me down for 25 tonight.
He will fry you.
Before the game even starts.
How do you think Rich Richmond, man, if you look at his contracts, all you got to do is look at his contracts. He was getting big money back then. Mitch Richmond was getting big money back then. Okay, look. I'm going to tell you one of the key components that's going to go on somebody's team.
Mm-hmm.
If they get him, he going to tilt the scale. Y'all going to say, Skinny, you tripping. Guess who he is? LaMelo Ball. If LaMelo, listen.
And Shaw?
LaMelo belongs in L.A.
No.
They say he belongs with the Lakers.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. If LaMelo, this is places, LaMelo Ball can go anywhere and turn the team around. All they got to do is have mega stars.
Yeah.
He can go. he can go to Brooklyn for Kyrie.
He could go to Brooklyn.
He can go to Brooklyn for Kyrie.
And get cooked.
And they won't lose anything. Hot D, dude to be out there every game. Gonna give you starstruck, everything. Listen, he also can go to the Lakers.
Jordan definitely ain't letting him go.
Right, but Jordan don't want to pay. See, he's going to be up for a deal. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. This
Jordan really don't want to pay nobody.
He is getting ready to be up for some point guards like him go get money. He's Showtime. He can go to the Lakers. And I'm going to tell you somewhere else he can go, but they probably won't do it. And the only way they'll do it,
if he go to
only way they'll do it if they lose in the championship. If he go to the Boston Celtics.
Imagine Golden State would have took him instead of Wiseman,
if LaMelo Ball goes to Golden State, they can ship Smart out. Because see, Smart is basically playing the point guard. That's all he's doing. He's playing the point guard.
You can't get rid of Smart, though.
Listen, yes, you can. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Can.
The only
that's like getting rid of Draymond Green.
Man, listen, he ain't no goddamn Draymond Green. Listen what I'm trying to tell you.
He hot, though.
Listen, he the hot, right?
He the leader,
but
as far as I'm concerned, just like Draymond Green the leader.
Listen, you got to go by the pay scales. He the leader. You go by pay scales. That's Jason Tatum's team. They almost messed it up and got rid of Jaylen Brown. They almost messed it up, but they had enough. That's why I'm glad they got that coach, because that coach kept them together. He showed them how they can win. Now, Smart is a very good player, but let me tell you something about this boy, LaMelo Ball. What you get with LaMelo Ball?
What you give him?
You get a better
showtime.
You get a better shooter. You get a better point guard, right? A better rebounder, right? Just as good defender, You see what I'm saying? You don't lose nothing. You gain everything. Everybody say, hold up, man. Listen. And you get somebody that can push the ball up, and they got both them wings. You got Brown on one wing. You got Tatum on the other wing with him pushing that ball. You got to pick your poison. You got to look at the, see, you got to steal a page.
Yeah, but LaMelo like to score too, though.
He can score. He ain't tripping on score.
That's like Kyrie.
No. Kyrie and him is different. He's a pure point guard. Kyrie is he's just a scorer. He ain't no point guard. That's why he averaged less than 6 assists. LaMelo, if he played with 2 wings like that, listen, you got to look at what
Jordy might average 12 assists.
you look at what Golden State doing. Golden State gets the ball and they take off. They don't need a point guard because guess what? They got Draymond Green.
Right, Draymond Green.
Right,
is
and
a
guess
point
what? Guess what?
Hey, now you know what's so crazy? Now that the nigga Jordan Poole and progressed like how he
Oh
did,
my
I see why
God!
they didn't
Talk to
take
me,
LaMelo.
Greg.
I
Telling
see
you,
why
Jordan
they didn't
Poole,
take
man.
LaMelo.
Yeah,
Huh? You see why?
But
What?
imagine if they would have took LaMelo instead of what happened.
right.
Listen, if they would have took
It might have been a problem in Golden
But
State.
see, you're gonna have a
That
problem.
would have been
You know what?
crazy.
Huge
Listen,
problem.
no,
Poole probably wouldn't have been who he is
but
right
No.
now.
y'all got to realize.
Poole was only the
Man,
reason why Poole
man,
progressed was because of Clay. Clay was hurt,
Man, listen, man, y'all got to
and
realize.
Steph
Poole
for
a
that matter.
monster, yeah.
Y'all got
That
to.
Poole was
nigga a
good.
monster.
But you know what? Poole don't like to pass the ball sometimes,
Man,
Greg.
y'all fall in love with that
I don't
fool.
He
like-
do
I
some
don't
dumb
like
shit. He
that.
get caught up in the moment. He do get caught
He
up
get
in the
caught
moment.
up sometimes, man. You gotta get that joint off. You know what I mean?
Man, Poole is fool's gold, man. Stop falling for that fool's gold, man. Y'all better stop tripping, man. Y'all better learn what. Man, I ain't talking about no dude that shine and really got scratches up underneath the paint. I'm talking about a dude, man, that got that crystal paint.
Uh-huh.
Listen,
That crystal
Jordan Poole
Uh-huh.
is only doing what he's doing because he played for the Golden State Warriors system.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you another guy that was good. Rozier, right?
Terry Rozier.
Terry Rozier.
Yeah.
He's good, but he looked better in Boston, don't
He looked way better in Boston.
he? Right. A lot of times.
Nah, he looked good and what's the name
he
too
looked-
though, yeah.
He looked good.
And Charlotte,
he looked good.
Yeah.
He looked good, but not great. Because he got the spotlight. He started. Why he ain't looking great? He went to Charlotte to start and be great and all that. He had
In Boston, he
I
had
think
them
they
2
messed the
wings.
money up. Yeah, I think
Huh?
they messed the money up when they got rid
In
of
Boston,
Rozier.
he had them 2 wings. He wasn't getting the look. The defense. The defense wouldn't really. He wasn't the main focal point of the defense if I'm coming up against Tatum, Brown, and Rozier. My main thing is to stop them 2.
Brown
But
and
let him get off.
yeah, let him
Brown
get
and
off.
Tatum.
Yeah.
well, we
You
just
gotta
all,
stop Brown.
we just all over the place. What we were just
Well,
playing.
this is what we
Slim,
got.
what we were doing. We gotta get the prayers.
We
up,
didn't
Greg.
get the prayers.
We
up.
ain't got
Greg, we gonna
Go
call
ahead,
you once
man.
we
Go
get
ahead.
back.
Listen,
Yeah,
look,
once we get
we
back to
start
sports,
playing.
we're gonna
We-
call you right back.
We start playing.
Right,
You
Yeah.
done gave us some good minutes. You done gave us 15 good minutes.
Yeah, that was good minutes, Greg.
Send me the league, man.
Yeah,
You done gave us 15 good minutes, Greg.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So we gonna let's go to prayers.
All right, we go to prayers up because there's a lot of people we gotta pray for. No, Bill, we gotta get
No, we do.
serious.
We do. We do.
We gotta get serious now, man. Let's bring in prayers up, man. Give us a little applause for Greg.
Okay. Appreciate Greg. Gas station Greg G. Brown.
Always
Gave
good.
us 16, 17
sometimes-
good minutes.
Man, it's always good to get other people's opinions sometimes, and we got to learn how to agree to disagree. That's one thing in our community. We think everybody's opinion got to be right.
Yeah.
You got
It's
to
your opinion.
It's what you believe. I can't get mad at you for you believe that and all that. Only thing I would get upset if you're doing something to do something that was detrimental to your health. I was like,
Right.
come on, Deon, don't do that.
Yeah.
But other than you believing what you want to believe, that's on you, man. I got to learn to disagree. Agree to disagree.
Well, we got to talk about the Texas shooting. And
Hold up. Before we go to Texas,
okay, where you want to go?
Before
Stay
we go-
home.
let's work inside out.
All right, let's go.
We know that from all over the place podcast,
Mhm.
the Texas shooting was a very, very horrific, demonic, racial experience. And you can take out the racial. It was one of the most devastating things that's done happened in the last 20, 25 years or whatever.
Yeah.
There was a lot of kids killed.
Probably
and all
since
that.
Sandy Hook.
But working from inside out, we lost 2 primary parents in our own area
Mm-hmm.
that have 2 beautiful sons, and we didn't get a chance to speak on it at that time,
On Monday.
which had happened
Yeah.
prior to that, and that's not too far from my house. So I just want to say, and Deon, I'm gonna let him say what he want to say, but from all over the place podcast, we send our deepest condolences to the 2 young brothers that lost both of their parents, which we don't really know how you feel. We can't say, man, I know how you feel and all that, because we haven't lost our parents. And just like that, you know what I'm saying? And this happened right in Bowie, right over there by Fairwood. And it ain't even about where, you know, the thing is the road is so long for these kids that they have to travel with their thought process after losing both of their parents in one night. So we want to send our prayers out to that family. And we also want to send prayers out to one of our own that come from our neighborhood, which was a queen.
Yeah.
And
That's Kathy Queen.
Her name is Kathy Queen.
Yeah.
You know, we want to send prayers out to Boo Boo's mom.
Yes, indeed.
One of our own, Kathy Queen, which we really, we've been devastated, man. And we also want to stay in DC, man. There's a lot of people got killed over. Sending our prayers out to the Bullware family for losing their cousin brother, Danielle, and the twin, LaTanya, and you know the rest of the family, man. It's been
special prayers to go out for our man K, for sure.
Shit, a lot of people have lost people over the weekend. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. You know, times are so. You know, when we know we're getting older, Deon.
Yeah.
Because we starting to look at things different. You know, when you're young, you get to going around, people die, you don't pay no attention to it because you're young.
Right.
You think you're invincible, and you know, you ain't really worrying about dying, because when you're young, you don't worry about dying. But in this day and in this culture, young people fear living because of gun violence and how many guns. They say it's 350 million people in the country and 400 million guns. So that means somebody will own 5 guns and somebody own 4 guns. And if I don't own none, you own 3. And you know what I'm saying? So, man, listen, man. It's sad. This is revelation to me.
Well, we also want to send a special prayer out to the Gary Russell family. Gary Russell Sr., he passed away. We was going to talk about that on Monday, and we wasn't able to do that because of the podcast, and we wasn't able to do that. But also praying for all his sons and cousins, and I know Elmo is a first cousin. Correct?
Yeah,
so,
very close. My partner was very close, and Gary, I know Gary myself, Gary Russell Sr.,
and we had
I don't know Gary Russell
Jr. sons on,
and we had the interview with Antoine, and had a beautiful interview. You can go back and look at this guy as a valedictorian and all that. And they lost. See, listen, this is what I try to tell y'all. You know, in the midst of me going through what I'm going through, people going through stuff around me.
Everybody going
through something. You know what I'm saying? I lost a sister, and they lost a brother, and they then lost their father.
Yeah.
And then, you know, these kids lost both of their parents. And then you got the school shooting out there in Texas where all those kids were just innocent, you know, because kids really don't know how to defend themselves against stuff like that. They don't realize when somebody come in with a big gun. See, you grown.
Yeah.
We know if we sitting in a room and somebody come in there with a gun, we ducking, we throwing stuff at it. We gonna make some type of move to try to defend it. Right.
Yeah.
A kid, like he's so innocent or she's so innocent. She like, what's going on? You know what I mean? You know, they just look they'll watch you.
Yeah.
That's what makes them so precious, because they will watch you a massacre.
Yeah.
And they don't even know what's going on, because in their souls.
Yeah, 21 people lost their
souls. And I'm going to talk about something else too that a lot of people are upset about. This is 2 times that this guy who did this is Hispanic and all that. They killed him, but the guy that killed the people inside the grocery store.
In Buffalo, yeah.
In Buffalo, which white, they brought him in.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They brought him in. You know what I'm saying? So
he came in alive.
Just
like the guy that shot up in Charleston.
The church.
Charleston 6.
So people start saying, wait a minute, how y'all handling it? Why they just kill him and then they bring the white boy in to get the other boy cheeseburgers and taking the Roy Rods? You know, it's crazy. You know, a lot of stuff like that they don't think we paying attention to, but we're watching, man.
Right. It's almost like they bring them in so they can put them on camera so you can see, you know, what's going on. But it seems like anytime it's in that situation in Texas, you know, at looking at the children's faces, you know, it was, I want to say it was more predominantly, you know, Hispanic children, and it was a Hispanic shooter. So they say, and he went and killed 21 people.
He killed his grandma.
Yeah, he killed his. Well, he shot his grandma. Did his
He killed his grandma.
grandmother died too?
Killed his grandma.
Okay.
He killed his grandma.
I didn't know the grandmother died.
And this is the thing that everybody talking about, and a lot of people need to look into this stuff because you got to pay attention. Then people were sending stuff to my phone because they said they had a strange dude that was in Wawa. I mean, not Wawa, was in the Walmart. It was sending it to people's phone. If you live in Bowie, blah, blah, blah. It's a strange dude.
It was something going on with that.
Right,
too,
strange dude. They said a strange dude who was supposed to be trying to, do this and do that. See, this is what these platforms are for. Along with the entertainment news and all that, you got to bring some safety hazards too. Yeah. Oh, she didn't die.
Yeah, I didn't know the grandmother.
Okay,
I thought the grandma was in critical.
Okay. She said, okay. Thanks, Tish. Some people were saying he killed his grandma before he left. Okay,
he had shot her, but I don't know if he killed her.
Okay. Well, we hoping grandma.
Yeah, because somebody called the school and said, "Hey, somebody's up there, or somebody getting ready to come up there," and then they
say everything he did
that
was
information. But
that's what I'm getting to. They said everything that he did was in a manifesto.
Yeah.
So they're talking about. What is a manifesto? That's what the whole thing is, because a manifesto is basically
he telling you what he gonna do and why.
Right. And he carrying it out.
Yeah.
Kind of like.
So what do we do about gun violence? I mean, what do we not gun violence? What do we do about the guns?
Well, the guns ain't going nowhere.
Well, one thing I heard last night,
ain't going nowhere.
One person said, I've never seen a gun get off the shelf and start shooting itself.
Well,
you got to have somebody behind the gun to shoot the gun.
Well, we also, that's like everything. The beer got the beer on the shelf too, ain't it? Somebody drinking it.
Oh.
So all of it, they got Cavassier on the shelf, what I'm saying? 42 on the shelf too. But somebody get it. The Bowie Police Department confirmed that the story about Walmart isn't or wasn't true.
Okay.
Now, see, that's what we run into, Tish. This is what our community
fake news.
Sometimes
they might get some fake.
To win a war, you cause fear to cause you to be distracted.
I'm with that too.
Now, this is what we were talking about. This is going to be a lot of people we are licensed to carry so we can protect ourselves. That's the issue.
Yeah.
Now, we know they had a shooting at the same grocery store about 13 years ago. Guy came in,
shot up the place.
13.
That was in Buffalo.
And pay attention to these dates, too, because a lot of dates are symbolic to people trying to recommit the crime on the same dates. That's why the number
copycat.
See, if you notice about numbers, that's a whole nother podcast though about what the importance of numbers, numerology. See, a lot of people don't study numerology. When you start studying numerology, you understand that nothing really was created without numbers. It's like you go into the Bible, you go to books and you have numbers and all that. See, you think about the book of Numbers. So you ain't I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about all the books and all that with verses and all that. Numbers are subtitles to a lot of things, which they really are.
DJ, what's up, boy?
Numbers are really, a lot of people don't know, but they really are GPSs to where you can go, which you can get to. I ain't gonna get into it because they say mathematician can figure out anything in the world. See, a lot of people don't understand what a mathematician, because you look around, everything is based on.
You know what? I see people trying to put all them numbers on stuff, and I'll be like, cut it out.
Numbers are, but if you look around, you start looking around in the world.
I believe in them numbers in astrology. And
No, not the astrology. I'm talking about how numbers are on everything.
Numbers are significant, but I'm not going to get into because it was on August 8th.
So
this is going to happen August 8th, 2028 or something like that. I'm not going to get into that.
So you don't believe that numbers. So you don't believe that. So
numbers are significant,
no, I'm
but
saying
not to that
you
point.
don't believe in the symbolic things that a lot of things that happen on the same date. You think that's coincidental?
I think people get married on 2/2/22.
Okay,
that's significant, and that's on them because they want it to be 2/2/2/2/2.
Okay,
but to say, okay, in 20 years from now, something's going to happen on 5/5/25 or whatever date that it could be, or May 5th of 2055. Somebody got to think that far ahead. Nah, I can't go with that. But people, just like I said, like the same way people get married is the same way people say, okay, I'm gonna do something on this day, and they could just think that out, and then now it's this big thing about numbers. I don't think it's that deep. That's just me, though.
Okay,
that's just me.
That's a great point.
I mean, because people want to get married on certain days, and it's symbolic to them.
So
so a shooter can get you know.
So you don't think a shooter would commit a crime on a date that they know is symbolic to another?
Oh, for sure, because that's the same thing as a marriage or whatever date.
Right.
Okay, so if the guy that shot the movie theater up about 10 years ago, somebody can come back in 20 years from now or 10, 15 years from now and say, oh, I remember he shot the movie theater up in Phoenix, so I'm going to make it on this day. I ain't going to tell nobody, and I'm going to shoot everything up because I'm a copycat what he did. But it's not something that was already predestined. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that was in his own mind to do that on that day. I don't think it was predestined to happen. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Tish said, I have to agree the guns aren't the issue. It's the people behind the guns. So maybe the law of what it takes to get a gun in the background needs to be a little more extensive. I agree with you on that. Deon talking about Brett and Judy. I don't even know who. Well, I know who the brat is, but I don't know about.
Well, you know, one thing about this being America. First of all, first and foremost, whatever it is out here to get, we can get.
Yeah.
So if you don't have legislation or regulation to some degree, now I ain't saying what shouldn't be. Now we know a right to bear arms that they never gonna change.
Yeah, they ain't never gonna change.
That's something.
That's the Second Amendment.
My sister wrote a book, Never Say Never, but that's one of the things that I think. Because y'all gotta understand who wrote all the laws.
They wouldn't have been able to take it over without the guns.
Well, the
straight like that.
Well,
like
the laws that were written aren't written for people that look like me and you. They weren't written by people that look like me and you. The laws were written by the founders of the country who were actually writing them to secure their future,
right?
Not ours, because we were property back then. So when they were making these laws, it ain't like we were sitting at the table saying, no, I disagree with that, Slim. Oh, no. Call Johnny Pooh and ask him if he think. No, we were in shackles.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of stuff that they were doing, it was to secure the future to the point where regardless, after everything unfolded, they would still be so far ahead. It's nothing you could do to change.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm saying. You got to be careful now. The laws that you think that were made for you, they really wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who does more harm to themselves with guns? That's the question.
All right.
See, that's what you got to think about. Who does more harm to their own kind with guns? Now, that's a question we need to ask. Somebody in the audience might get it.
Okay,
so what? How many homicides or deaths or something are caused by a gun from our community? How many homicides or what are caused from the white community? How many homicides? You need to find that out. Then you can, once you start getting them numbers, you'll start realizing who the guns are at a disadvantage to. You see what I'm saying? It's because you'll look at how many. Oh, now that's something. Look at how many blacks have been killed from gun violence. Right. Look at how many whites have been killed from gun violence. You look at how many Hispanics have been. Then once you start seeing them numbers, you'll start understanding the crunch and the difference. That's a good question.
Well, it's always going to be an imbalance because you got more.
No, we the less
whites than blacks,
right? So
blacks
if we got more
Hispanics, so it's going to be higher for us because the numbers is much smaller. So if there's 1,000,
why should it be high? We got
okay. So if I'll put it like this: if there's 10,000 white people,
you're doing math now. I'm talking about.
I do math. I do computers.
No, but you doing that's how they cheat.
That's my point.
No, I'm saying don't go by the percentage. I don't want to know percentage. I want to know totality. Don't go by percentage. You go by because you go by percentage, you're gonna come up with a higher number for us because we're the less. And
that's what I'm on.
Right,
that's what I'm trying to tell you. Because we're less. See, the media will try to make us seem like we are more or we're the majority, and we ain't even close to being the majority.
We are the minority now. Anybody got any common sense know that.
So of course it's going to look higher if it's 1,000 of us, it's 10,000 of them, and 200 of us die, and 200 of them of 10,000. That's 2%. That's 20% of us if you really do the math. So now it looks like we're killing each other at a higher rate than they are. So then now, okay, the black on black violence is now black on black violence has nothing to do with them. So that's how you can kind of, tip the scales, and we don't even get into Hispanic violence or
the fact is who up close people kill who they're around. So whites kill whites, blacks kill blacks.
Yeah.
Hispanics kill Hispanics. If you
Yeah.
look at who killed, you kill what you're around.
Yeah.
That's what the bottom line
Well,
is.
I think it would have been, and I'm not, you know me, I'm always gonna be PC, but I think if those were more white faces that were shown today when they showed all the kids, you would probably hear it be a little bit different because it's gonna hit home for them a little bit different. If he would have went
I agree
into
with you. Now, I agree with you.
Rockville
Slim, I agree with you. I agree.
or Bethesda or something like that, or like the shooter that was in Florida, there was a lot of white kids that got killed in Florida when that boy went up there and killed them, and that's why they pushed it so hard. But now, okay, he was in a small town in Texas. You know,
I agree with you.
90% of the kids were Hispanic. Who really cares? You know what I mean? And that's the way that kind of the media thinks, but they were still children.
Exactly.
So it does matter. You know,
ain't no question.
So
man, you hit the nail on the head. Now you broke it down that time. I really agree with you on that time. You caught you on your A game that time, because you're right. If it was the others, let's just say others.
Yeah.
If it was the others' kids that got slaughtered like that, it would be a higher uproar.
Yeah.
Because it'd
be a totally different situation.
I agree with
because we just lost. How many did we lose in Buffalo? And those were black people. The man pointed the gun and said, "My bad. Nah, I'm really for them." But we got what? I would say maybe a week worth of coverage. But we got Chris Rock and Will Smith getting smacked for almost 3 months, and we're still talking about that.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But we got 1 week of
you on your A game.
Blacks getting murdered in Buffalo. We probably had a week of blacks getting murdered in Charleston.
I agree. Listen, I'm with you.
But when they shot them peoples up in Florida, that was a big uproar. Now we in Congress, we doing this, we doing that, because it was their children that got killed.
Man, you on your A game.
So
I ain't got nothing.
And it's not a black and white thing. It's
it is a black and white thing.
We see what you're doing.
Yeah, we see what you're doing. We know what you're doing.
So
we know what you're doing. But you got to understand that powers to be who are controlling stuff that we don't talk about. Because you see, the goal is 10 people in Buffalo. You got to realize the goal is to keep us at each other's throat. Me not liking you, me not being able to tolerate you. Hey, but blacks being a fraction of a man, but still paying 100% tax.
Oh, you gonna pay them tax?
Well, he's talking about
the render. Now,
he shifted to the Constitution, where it said 2/3 of a man.
Right.
Right. He's saying that in the Constitution, it's written, you're not even a whole man, 66%.
Right.
Right. So if I look at you in the Constitution as 66%, how could I treat you as whole if I don't even recognize you as whole in the Constitution? How could I respect you as a whole man if I don't see you as a whole man?
Mm-hmm.
So this is some of the things. See, we were fighting for civil rights.
Right.
We fighting for them to treat us civilly. They say, I am treating you civilly to who you are. We should be fighting for human rights.
Right.
Because
Frank said that we got to vote, but
us as honestly, people don't vote.
Honestly, Frank, we only got to vote in. We only going to vote in the states that we are in.
Well, the other boy just came on. What's the boy that came on? Said voting don't mean no difference. You talked about. He made a statement the other day. Luke. Mm-hmm. Luke from Hogue, get it. Yeah, Luke, what was his name?
Uncle Luke.
Uncle Luke said, man, voting I ain't gonna quote him.
Yeah.
But he made a statement in reference to voting, like he was basically saying that voting don't really mean nothing. It ain't gonna help us. And you never listen.
Voting always helps. So the black vote is very, 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 very important. But as long as they can make us think that it's not, then it won't be. Just like when we voted in Georgia. See, they see what's going on. So once we get close, that's when they're going to start, okay, well, now this section and this section, well, we're going to cut this off. We only going to let you vote until 3:00 p.m. They're going to do certain things in Georgia for sure with voting. In Carolina for sure with voting. Well, because those states, if they really get the black vote, and they've seen that we really can make a change, but they'll change the narrative or they'll do what they got to do. But, that black vote is very, 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 very important.
Listen, I don't know what's going on with Deon. He got a black.
Oh, sorry.
he got a black Psycho Bunny shirt on, and this boy is turning into a Black Panther. He's, I don't know what, man. Y'all better not catch him at that Vibe. He gonna knock somebody out at the Vibe show. Man, this man talking with so much aggression about black stuff and all that. You gotta get some more white t-shirts, man. Because this man is talking about all black issues here. Man, he on his Huey Newton stuff
like for
tonight,
real, like
man.
it upset me, man.
No,
I had a lot to talk about on Monday, but
I know.
like it bothers me, man,
but
when
it's good
you know, when we don't get it out and people don't really understand the things that we go through as just people, as black men, as black people. Because black women go through it too, but you know, we going through a lot, man. And
we as a whole.
And one of my best friends is Hispanic. He's Hispanic. So, you know, and we talked about it, and you know, it's like, man, they put y'all back when they put this boy that went and shot the Joan up, you know, shot the Texas school up, because now everybody gonna be looking at the Hispanics wrong. But no, they not, because he didn't go do anything to them. So that makes okay.
It's a racial thing.
Everything is a racial thing.
Okay.
And I hate to say it that way, but everything is a racial thing. Everything is a racial thing. So we just gotta, you know,
I'm gonna tell you.
I guess put the blinders on.
I'm gonna tell you a little secret. Everything is about racism, but in ADAPT, it's about classism. So I'm gonna say this: when you make less than $400,000 a year, it's about racism. But when you make over $400,000 a year, it's about classism. So, the prime example: the police that killed the boy in Kansas City got found guilty, and it's out.
What's up, Dick?
Hey, Dick. He's out until he gets sentenced. Deon, do you hear what I said?
He's walking around.
He's been convicted. The police in Kansas City has been convicted and out. He's been convicted of manslaughter, murder, whatever, for killing the dude. He's out till he gets sentenced. Matter of fact, he's out to his appeal bond. I think something like that. You got to look it up. But I'm saying, in nowhere in our community ever are we going to be able to kill somebody and be out. Shaking my head. Man, this man is out.
Yeah.
He's out.
Yeah.
So, and what I'm saying,
I mean, it's a funny game. I mean, I already, you know, when I seen the Texas thing and they said that he was killed, he got killed, and it's like, okay, well, somebody can go in a church, shoot the whole church up, they take him out alive,
and take him to Roy Rogers or Big Burger King.
Somebody can go to, wherever a Buffalo and shoot up a supermarket, they take him out alive. Somebody goes to shoot a school up in Texas, he gets found dead. They shoot up something in Houston, they blew him up. They actually sent a bomb and blew him up. How does that work? Well, something ain't right there.
Well, we are. Right.
When they shot the other the gay club up in Florida, it was kind of like the same thing that happened. I don't know if you remember that one. That was about 5 or 6 years ago. They had shot a gay club up. So it's like, how do you fix this, or how am I supposed to process these things, at 40? You know what I mean? Because I've seen it.
What about the kids? Were you grown there? You held to a higher standard than a teenager or a kid. Just think about a kid that has to go. See, me personally, if I had a kid.
What up, JB?
What's up, JB? If I had a kid, they wouldn't have went to school this morning. That's not happening.
Right.
Because I don't know who copycat. Matter of fact, you're not going to school the rest of the week.
Yeah.
You go back Monday.
Right.
See, if I had a kid, if I had a kid, you could take off a couple of days. That lesson ain't worth your life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You remember when they shot up Columbine? I think that was like 2000.
And I have to check and see what my kids' mental calculator is. You got to check your kids. And you got kids that a lot of people say kids have the internet, kids have phones, kids are looking at more than what you parents think they're looking at. So if you think, oh no, I ain't telling them about it, they don't watch the news and all, but they have phones. So these type of things are going across their phone. I don't know. Everybody keep talking about, I can watch. But y'all not monitoring everything your kids watching, because I see them. I watch kids in the barbershop, and they looking at stuff with cussing on it and all that. And they got good parents.
Well, I'm gonna say this. The fact of the matter is this, and we've become so numb to the situation that 19 children can get killed in a school, and we still have a basketball game, and we still watch it all the way through. as if it didn't matter. We've become so numb, even my daughter, that's 14. She knew about the shooting, but when I was watching her and she was on her phone, it was like, oh, okay, this is something that happened. She didn't ask me, hey, daddy, what do you think about this? Or, that was messed up. She didn't even say nothing and it's nothing against her, but we just have become so numb to the fact that can go on because it's really not a normal thing, but it's become a normal thing. Something getting shot up. If it's going to be on national news, and the kids now, they really don't care.
Well, it's
just like today's a ghost gun got picked up at Fairmont Heights.
Well,
right up the street.
A lot of times people are not engaged in stuff that they don't have no intention on feeling. There's some people, I know some people, they don't watch the news.
Yeah, a lot of people don't watch the news.
They don't watch the news. Some people say, well, there's number bad news on it. Well, you're not realizing, but you watch your phone. And you got to watch your phone. You watch your phone, and a lot of fake news on your phone, and they saying a lot of stuff that's on the internet is not real.
Yeah.
You're watching girls with these pictures, and they got their butts blown up and photoshopped and all that. So a lot of stuff that y'all watching, girls got their boobs pressed up just to get a dude, and then all the time might be a dude behind it.
Right.
So a lot of stuff on the internet that you think that is a girl that like you. The new generation don't have the guidance that we had. So it allows them to do what they want to do.
So is that so who do we blame here, JB? Well, do we blame the parents for the kid going and because they said he was bullied and all that, but how far does bullying really go?
It goes, what I mean? Well, you probably have to be one that had bullied.
When you were bullied, okay. You were in high school. When did you graduate high school?
82.
I graduated high school in 2000. So that's an 18-year gap. Okay. So when you were, if you were bullied during that time.
I got bullied before.
What did that make you want to go do?
Well, it didn't make me want to go. Well, first of all, I got bullied when I was young. I had a dude rip my whole pocket out. I had some jeans shorts. I think I might have talked about that on a previous show. I was young, and my aunt used to come over. And on the Friday, she used to come over and she used to actually clean my mother's house because my aunt was a housekeeper, right, back then. And she worked in mansions, right? Okay. Clean mansions all week. And she would always say, I'm never going to clean them white folks' house without cleaning my baby sister's house. Okay. So on Friday, she didn't work. She would catch the bus from 16th Street. My aunt lived on 16th and Fuller. That's over there by Ontario, the skating ring and all that. She would catch the buses over. That's my favorite aunt. She would catch the bus over there. Her name was Aunt Sadie. And she would come over and she was funny. I got some of my comedy for her. She was real, real funny. And she would give me $20 every week. I was a little kid, right? And what we used to do.
$20 was a lot of money.
$20 was a lot of money. But what $20 could do, how far $20 could go, you can get something to eat. You can play the pinball machine, pinball machines, Space Invaders and all that when I came up. Yeah. That was a big deal. We used to go up to bowling alley and then we go to Bambino's. Bambino's was open on South Dakota Avenue. Okay. That's over there where Chillum Road and all that is. So Chillum and South Dakota Avenue. See, that's my cousin. He know it too. Okay. Well, Aunt Sadie used to give me $20. Right? So I take $20 and I get some change, $10 worth of quarters and $10 cash. And this whole time I left the $10 at home and I had my $10.
Coins,
$10 in my pocket. You got the jeans shorts.
Yeah.
But the pocket hang lower than the shorts.
Yeah. Especially if you got all that coin,
right,
quarters.
Right, $10 worth of quarters. And the older dude, he was, let's see, I probably was like 10 then, maybe 11. And I think he was like 17 or 18. He said, come here, all right? I was like, nah, I knew what was going on. Yeah. Right? I was like, nah. He said, come here, Shaw, let me all that. I was like, nah. Because I knew his spirit never. No, I ain't never think he was gonna take my money. Just my spirit never set with him. See, that's how I am. See, I ain't afraid. I try to avoid. Yeah. See, I ain't on defense. I'm on prevention.
Yeah. See, but that's what you just said about the kids. They don't know. So
right. Yeah. And so, back then we all kind of like knew, and I ain't fooled. He ain't know me like that to be talking about coming. But he seen my pocket, he seen me run. I already seen him. So he's like, come here. So I ain't scared. I kind of, what? You walk up to, but you don't get all the way up. He said, come here, Charlotte. Like, nah, I'm what's up? Man, as soon as I tried to go back, he grabbed my pocket. Right? And when he grabbed my pocket, he snatched the whole pocket off. right? Because I backed away. He said, "Man, give me them Jones shoulder."
Mm-hmm.
And it was $10 worth of quarters. But when he snatched change, by him not be getting the whole pocket, change went all over.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Oh, I went away crying like, yo, bitch,
Yeah.
I talked away when I walked down the street. I walked away right on the playground. I walked down the street, and I ain't gonna say who did it, but I'm gonna say who came to my rescue. Dean Lawrence brother, David Lawrence, was coming up the street. He was going up the playground. He said, "Man, what you doing, man?" I said, "Hey, man, rip my." He said, "What?" I said, "Yeah, that mom, he ripped my pocket off." Woo. He said, "Man, come on." Like that, right? So I said, no, I'm going. He said, "Man, come on." He was his age. Right. He knew exactly what I was talking about, because Riggs small.
Yeah.
So he know exactly what we're gonna get to the bottom of it. So now I'm drying my eyes like I'm gonna get my chains back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm driving, I'm walking with him, and he like 7 years older than me, 6-7 years older than me. So I know I'm good. He's solid. He's he's quiet and all that. And I was his little brother's best friend.
Okay.
So he walked me and said, "Come on, man." Dean wasn't even with us. He said, "Come on." Man, he walked me back up there. He said, that's him right there? I said, "Yeah, me, mama, huffing and puffing, right?" Because, it felt a certain way to get your money taken from you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a kid. And he grown. Well, not grown, but he older.
Yeah.
So.
What's up, coach?
Hey, what's up, coach? So what happened was, I tell him, I said, "That's him." Man, he walked over. He said, "Man, you took my little brother." He was like, "Nah." He started taking the car viciously. So I knew he was a sucker.
Yeah.
He started, "Nah, Dave, I ain't." Ooh. He said, "Man, you took my little." He said, "Man, where the money at?" Yeah, I said, yeah. He was so bad. I got it. He said, "Man, empty your pocket." See, he shook him down. He said, "Empty your pocket, man." Man, dude, empty his pocket. He gave all the quarters. He ain't went nowhere. He just wanted to take it.
Right.
He didn't want to go spend it. He just wanted to take it because I was young.
Just to take it.
Exactly. That's what bullying is. You don't really know what you're going to do with it. You just want to get that off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm with you.
So when Dave, man, open your pocket, man. Man, no, I ain't know that was you. Look, man, empty this whole pocket. I got all my quarters back. Right? And Dave said, "Man, you want to say something to him?" I said, "Yeah, I don't use profanity no more." I said, "Yeah, you know what I'm saying?" I went on, right. Yeah, I gave him a whole bunch of cuss words, right? And he looked, he said, "Man, apologize to Shaw." I said, "Man, he come up here every day. He come up here. I wish you would, don't you ever, you know what I'm saying?"
Yeah.
He said, "Nah, man, I ain't know, you know what I'm saying, like that, because I think we're tight like that.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is step right to him. Ain't no whole lot of going to get nobody. When the dude his age step to him, that's where it end at.
Yeah.
Back then, now dudes go get a gun and all.
Yeah.
So dudes shoot up him, your mama, everybody. It's different now.
Yeah.
Ain't no 1-on-1. It's 20 clips against one dude or him and his whole family. So things are different now. But just to show you that, and when I got older, that stuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because as I got older, when I became older, and I was kind of like, to change the flip. By this time, this dude became a drunk, right? And I got things are different now. I'm grown now. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man now.
Right.
And I see him, I probably said, "Man, you remember you took that money from my pocket, man?" He's like, "No, kid, I was you." I said, "Man, you know what?" And I was clearly at an advantage.
Yeah. You could have punished him.
No, or I could have did whatever.
Okay.
But I said, "Man, Slim, you know what?" I said, "Man, that was foul what you did." He was like, "Nah." I mean, he was at my mercy.
Yeah.
I said, "But I'm not going to do to you what you did to me."
Right.
Because that's the definition of advantage taking.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I could have, hit him upside the head with something or clobbered him and all that.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't make me no better than what he was.
No.
You see what I'm saying? Because the situation had already been rendered.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's how people nowadays, they don't know how to let stuff go.
Yeah.
And they'll take something, man, something happening. It's already been said. I got all my money back.
Yeah.
He straightened it. He apologized, all that. It's over.
Yeah.
But I still felt a certain way.
Yeah. You had to.
So have you ever been bullied?
I've been bullied. I've been bullied a couple times. Well, I ain't gonna say a couple times. I've been bullied. I've been bullied in Riggs.
So yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Listen, Riggs had a lot of guys that would shake you down, man.
That'll get you.
But I mean, down,
I had, in my situation, I had Bill, I had Lil Wayne, I had Boosie, so it was different because the Oneida Street side, well, my mom's side, they really they don't really play no games.
Right.
And I was the baby.
Right.
See, on the Yates side, on the Madison Street side, I was the oldest.
Right.
So it's a little different. So when people started messing with me at the pool, you know, it was a guy, I don't even know his name.
Right.
And I ain't gonna, you know, because y'all would know who he is if I say who he is. So, but there was a guy, and we was at the pool. He dunked me in the pool like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, that's taboo. Yeah,
and Boosie whooped the dude.
Yeah.
Now Boosie was fighting, like, even when I was in middle school, and Pat might be watching now, but like Boosie fought girls for me.
Right.
Like if girls get out of hand.
Well, Boosie tough.
Boosie was tough.
Yeah, Boosie tough.
You know, and Bill was tough.
Sweet though. Sweet though.
Yeah, but
She's
she
sweet
didn't
though.
play with me.
Right. She's
so
sweet though.
and even to this day, you know, she's not gonna play with me.
Right.
So like if something happened to me, she gonna come to my defense
Right.
or whatever. But like it's
Boosie
you know,
older than you.
Yeah, Boosie's older than me.
Right. I think
yeah,
she's like 3
she's
years
like
old.
she's like a sister. So she's
Right.
like 3 or 4 years older
Yeah,
than
I
me.
think, yeah.
So Boosie really don't play.
Man, it's crazy.
You know,
You know what's so crazy? I can remember when all y'all was born.
Yeah.
Not Bill though.
Yeah.
Not Bill, but y'all.
The first street I walked
Not
across,
Bill.
Bill walked me across the street.
I can't remember when
So-
Bill was born, but I remember when he first.
Bill,
Yeah, I remember
Bill was a
Bill-
funny dude.
Bill used to look. I'm gonna tell you something. Bill, his son looks just like he used to look.
Oh
like
yeah, Xavier.
Before he got all the hair on his face.
Yeah.
Xavier looks just like.
Yeah. Just like Ray. You
yeah.
know, she looked just like him too. So
Yeah.
it's funny, man. It's funny all that. But as far as like bullying and all that, man, look.
But this is why this guy said that
I seen
allegedly.
Yeah.
It's allegedly saying why he did what he did. They say he was bullied.
That's what they do.
So
I
the-
seen Dave at your sister's homegoing. He sat right behind my dad, and they was talking about golf, and then we seen Mr. Loins, and
listen.
like it was a whole
listen,
situation.
It was a family affair.
It was a family affair.
Man, my family, man.
Yeah, it was a family affair.
Man, one thing about my family, we've been there for a lot of families because that's what Riggs used to do.
Yeah.
That's one of the things about growing up in a great neighborhood. We all supported one another.
Yeah.
And it was all about us all succeeding. Not nowadays.
Right.
Everybody's about killing their dream,
Yeah, everybody
hating on this and all that.
Everybody,
Listen, it don't
a lot of
change.
individualism, man.
It don't. I know the things that I did. I know the reason I'm here now because people prayed me here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the life that I was living, my prayers wasn't going no higher than the ceiling. I was doing some praying, but they were going right to the ceiling, come back there. Because I'm praying, I'm praying for stuff. Man, oh God, please give me an 85 Cadillac Elder. So I'm praying for stuff. Well, people that don't know how to pray, they start praying for stuff. I hope shall all 59, God, please don't let the police catch me. Start praying for stuff. They ain't got nothing to do with God. You know what I'm saying? Please, God, if I could just go around.
All right, hold on.
That's what we used to see. When you don't know no better and you ain't living right, you start praying for stuff that ain't got nothing to do with God.
People really got to stop doing it.
Listen,
Like God is going to be
man,
God.
people
So
be praying for stuff.
It's
God
okay.
ain't got.
It's
God,
okay.
I swear,
It's
my rent is due.
No.
My rent is due, God. I swear, if you could just give me 800 by Thursday, God.
It's
Father God, give me 800 by.
Here's the thing. It's okay.
Man, you better get out there and make something happen, man. God ain't got nothing to do with your rent,
As long as you praying to God, we good. We gotta keep God first in all things.
that
So
ain't
as long
right.
as you pray, He gonna make the decision.
Yeah,
so just pray.
Yeah, but I agree with you, but that ain't right. Y'all praying for
It
all
might
these
not be right.
Father God, I need new rims on my
Sell
car,
these
Father God.
Fendi's.
Father God, please let me hit this 4, Father God. Man, I'm telling you, man, y'all got to
Oh
realize.
my God, yeah. Sometimes we got. Don't worry about it, man. Just keep praying. We ain't gonna say don't pray. Just keep praying. Man.
Okay. What time is it, man?
It is 8:51. You want to go into sports before we get into
Let me see.
relationship?
I got a
What you
message.
want to do?
I
Okay.
got a message from my man.
We got to get into sports talk, y'all. So
Hold
we got a big fight. Oh, matter of fact, before we because I didn't do this because we didn't got so far when prayers up. But big prayers up to the Ray Liotta family. That's your man from Goodfellas. He died today.
Which one?
Or
Which
yesterday.
one of
He was the main character. Ray Liotta. He was the
was-
dude that was laughing. Ha, ha, ha. That dude. He was that dude. Ray Liotta was the main character in Goodfellas.
Oh, I'm getting that call. Okay, this is you don't. He's talking about. Okay, all right.
You guys,
Terry Stocks from Portland. Don't worry about us. We good. Oh, y'all got Terry Stocks. Oh, that's what they got.
Hey, Tanner, this man crazy.
Listen, man. I'm gonna tell you, I done been in crap houses.
He said he was Henry from Goodfellas.
Okay.
He's the main character.
Okay.
He's the main character.
I always get Goodfellas.
Ray Liotta was a very good
I
actor.
always get Goodfellas.
As he got older, he started looking different from regular Ray Liotta. So
I always get Goodfellas mixed up with Casino. That's what throws me off. But I know
he wasn't in Casino.
I know.
Yeah, he was in Goodfellas.
I know.
He's a good actor, man.
Well,
so big shout out to him.
I just got an email saying that you can't compare Mitch Richmond
to Michael Jordan. You jumped out there, but I ain't.
No. I didn't.
You said he was the L.A.
No, I didn't say
Michael
that.
Jordan.
No, I didn't say
Who
that.
said that? Greg said that?
No.
Who said? Somebody said that Mitch Richmond was the West Coast Michael Jordan.
Greg said.
One of y'all said
that. Jalen Rose said on a podcast that Mitch Richmond.
Hey, dog, I don't know nothing about the snitching guy.
Who are you talking about?
I only know certain parts of the.
Who are you talking about?
He talking about Ray Liotta in that movie.
See, I can't remember Goodfellas. Goodfellas is about what they doing. Goodfellas?
I don't know, man. I don't watch I don't watch a lot of movies.
I know.
I watched that one.
Goodfellas. I seen it before.
He had a girlfriend or something like that. I think they got caught up. The other little Joe Pesci dude was in it. Was beating people up.
Right.
I think he was like the boss, but it wasn't like Casino when he was smashing the dude girl and all that.
Oh, Sharon Stone.
Yeah,
Sharon
it was not that movie.
And Robert De Niro.
But Goodfellas, I think the little dude was like punishing, be like he could fight, you know what I mean? And I think they took him out and killed him in a field or something like that. I don't know. So I might got the movies.
I haven't seen the Goodfellas in a long time. Okay. I haven't seen it in a long
have to
time.
watch
it. That's not one of my top when I go to all them. I put
Dog said he was the one that snitched.
Okay, I can go with that. Listen, I don't really watch Goodfellas. Is not one of my. I watch Casino, and then my number one Italian movie in series is Godfather.
Okay. In that movie, he said that he loved being a gangster.
Donnie Brasco. You seen Donnie Brasco before? You never seen
probably once.
You never seen
That's the one with Al Pacino
that's the one with Johnny Depp
and Al Pacino. And somebody was undercover.
Johnny Depp.
Okay.
We got to get to that too because Johnny Depp is trying to do Henry came with Joe and Robert De Niro, but he ended up snitching on everybody. Okay. Okay.
He said he was a gangster. It was like being like it was being better than the president of the United States. That was his line in that movie.
Oh, you talking about Goodfellas still?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember.
Okay.
I got to
we have to go back and watch it. But Ray Liotta, he died in the DR with his wife. They were shooting a film. He died in his sleep. So, that's
for those of y'all just tuned in, we also had prayers up.
Donnie Brasco was a classic. Okay, well, I have to watch that.
Is that Johnny Depp? Johnny Depp is in. That's Johnny Depp in there, ain't it?
Yeah, I think. I know Al Pacino was.
No, that's not Johnny Depp. That's is that Johnny Depp? Tone, is that Johnny Depp in because Johnny Depp is in a real highly publicized case right now.
Yeah, it is.
His wife
got crazy.
Put doo-doo in the bed and all that. Y'all heard about that? That's the hottest case. But really, I'm gonna tell you what that case is all. I'm gonna let y'all know what that case is all about before we get into. Now he'll tell me. Tone will tell me.
We got. He said it was Johnny Depp.
Okay, Johnny Depp. That's one of his.
So we got to get to sports real quick before we get into the relationship. So I'm gonna go to sports talk because I do want to hear what you're gonna say. Will Golden State close them out tonight? Yes or no?
Of course. Golden State will close them out tonight. One of the reasons Golden State waited till they get home is because they actually don't have any major wins inside the new stadium. They have all their wins and championships within the old stadium. This new stadium that they're in needs to be blessed with victories.
Okay.
Because they just built that. You know, they just built that in the last couple of years. What is it called?
About 3 years.
What's the name of the stadium?
It's not Oracle, is it?
No.
It's called Oracle was the old one. This one's called
what's the name of Golden State's
new arena?
Yeah, new arena.
Yeah, I'm with you though because they did this. But so let me ask you this: Colin Kaepernick got a call from the Raiders. How do you feel about that?
I think that's a good look for the Raiders.
Don't they got Derek Carr? They got
listen. The Raiders
Mariota. So
the Raiders
are going to be the third string?
No. The Raiders are not bringing him in to be anything but a gadget player that they're going to use on. Remember, I told you this. If they keep him, they're going to use him on the goal line, first and goal, shotgun, run in, or I can just throw the little jump. They're trying to add packages to, because you got to look at the Raiders really are ready this year. A lot of people talking about all these other teams, San Diego and all that.
You know what I think?
Look at what the Raiders did last year.
Yeah.
The Raiders could have beat Cincinnati last year.
You know what I think they're trying to do, though? I think they're trying to move Mariota. And they can put Cap right there too.
They're going to move Mariota is great trade bait.
That's
now.
what I'm saying.
Mariota,
they can move Mariota.
Mariota could. To me, Mariota is
Cap
better.
Right there.
To me,
how old is Cap?
Mariota is better than Jared Goff.
How old is Cap?
Sean Lindsay, do you think?
What's up, Sean?
Sean Lindsay, question right quick, Sean. Do you think Mariota is better than Jared Goff?
No.
That's a question. Put it out there.
No, he ain't played football in 4 years.
I didn't ask you all that. I think. Do you think Mariota?
I didn't ask you.
He's going by. You bringing in medical records out and all that. I asked you, do you think Mariota is better than Jared Goff?
Yeah.
Chase Center.
Chase Center. Okay, that's the new one. Okay,
that's
appreciate it, dog. Dog, we got some good relationship topics tonight, dog. So just hold tight with us for 3 more minutes. Okay, so the next thing on Sports Talk. Rolly versus Tank. I'm going with Rolly.
I'm going with Tank.
Anybody want to put that $2 up? Put it up now.
Man,
I'm going with Rolly.
I like Tank all day long.
Rolly talking like he gonna punish this dude. I'm with Rolly.
Listen, I got Tank. Tank also.
I'm with Rolly.
Allegedly, they saying Tank after this fight, he's leaving Mayweather.
He is. That's what he said.
I don't know.
But it's time for him to leave.
Why?
Oh, Mike said Mariota play for the Falcons. Mariota got traded.
Okay, that's why they want to get Cap.
That's probably why they want to get Cap.
So they want somebody to be able to run some option gadget play. See, because Derek Carr likes to run a little bit too much too, so they're trying to keep him from getting injured.
I thought Mariota was still in Las Vegas. Okay, that's news to me, Mike. Mike, appreciate that.
Yeah, so that's good. That's good for Mariota. But they drafted a quarterback. The Falcons drafted a quarterback.
Yeah. So you like who now, Tank?
Where is their quarterback that they had?
Who?
In Atlanta.
He went to Indianapolis.
Okay.
The white boy.
Right. Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan, yeah.
Okay. I like Tank. I got to stay.
I'm going with Rolly.
I got Tank for 2.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, book it, big mess.
Now, this little guy that Tank
$2. I'm going with Rolly.
Now, the guy Tank is fighting.
But you got to pay me 10 for your 2.
Is packing a punch. But Tank, I think he'll get rid of him. Because Shorty doing a little bit too much talking.
Rolly talking crazy to them people. Rolly talking about he's scared of Hispanics and all that. Rolly getting crazy. He from Baltimore. What are you talking
punish you, man. Watch Tank punish him, Slim. Yeah, Tank gonna punish you, boy.
Matter of fact, we need to call Tank.
Huh?
We need to call Tank.
Yeah. You guys know. All right, we closest thing. We got the Tank is Adam Clarence Vincent.
That's who I wanted to call tonight.
Yeah, let me call him.
Let's call him real quick. We get him for 5 minutes.
We get him for 5 minutes. Give his professional. We great call a bronze medalist.
We gotta talk about this relationship stuff, man. We got 5 topics tonight for relationship. We got a lot for relationships. It's 9 o'clock. I do expect the numbers to go crazy in about another minute.
Okay.
Dog, it's gonna get crazy for these relationship topics because we need your opinion on that too.
Let me see my man. Gonna answer the phone. He might answer. Let's see.
What's up, bro?
Hey, bro, how you doing, man?
What's happening?
Man, good, and you? What it do?
I need your expertise, man. We got
on the podcast.
We got a hot one. We got a hot one coming up this week.
I'm going with Rolly.
He going with Rolly. I'm gonna stick with Tank. I'm gonna stay with Tank. I know it's a lot of political stuff.
Who you like?
Hold up. You gotta go with theory. He gonna let you burn first, and then he like to clean up this mess with you, make. He like to clean up this mess like this boy talking. He ain't even no pros. He been pro, knock news out. Yeah, that's my homie. I love it. But look, I'm going with Tank because Shorty doing a little bit too much talking for me. Now he packing the punch, but I think Tank could get him because he falls. This dude falls right into what Tank looking for, a slugfest. And I think Tank could get him. Because he got the faster and he packing a little bit more than Shorty. Now, Shorty can punch. Don't get me wrong.
Rolly.
Okay.
He can
going
punch.
with Rolly, Adam.
He can punch. But if you look at Shorty's jaws, his jaws look perfect for that left hook. Because Shorty got them. He got them big piranha jaws. And see, if you look at it, sometimes you gotta look at the chin on the dude. Some dude's chin is harder to find, like Bernard Hopkins. Somebody know how to keep their chin down. Because you really send a dude out, not with that eye joint, but with the chin.
Right.
So you hit a dude flesh on the chin, that's when he go out. That's when you see, now if I'm fighting a dude, I'm not trying to hit you in the jaw and all that. I'm looking for your chin. So if you got to do with a big lowercase jawbone, he's more susceptible to get a jaw broke, get knocked out, and all that because the target is bigger.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So how
I'm with you. I'm with
okay.
You with me on that, right? So if you
can't get hit.
if you go to a lot of the fighters that never been knocked out,
Yeah.
those are the guys that have smaller chins that then know how to keep it down. Now you might get swell that eye up and all that, but I can still fight you with a swole eye, right? Now, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you a prime example.
Rolly, Adam. I'm going Rolly.
I'm gonna tell you a prime example.
I hear you, man.
I'm gonna tell you a prime example of somebody who whole eye was great fall out, but caught a dude on the chin and put him to sleep. The boy that hit Pacquiao. Man, Pacquiao clearly had that fight won, but he got greedy. You see what I'm saying?
Who you talking about, Marquez?
Marquez, one more round, they was going to stop that fight. But Pacquiao got greedy, like I got him. He leaking and all that. Let me punt it. Pacquiao tried to kill that boy.
Yeah.
But he didn't realize that your chin was still available. You know what I'm saying? Like 7-11. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He come in because he see all the leaking and all that. But guess what? Marquez still had that one joint on his chin. Caught him one time, put him to sleep.
So who you got, Adam?
Okay. Man, easy, man. Man, that's an easy fight for Tank, man. Every time,
ain't no fucking way,
he fight like a novice class fighter, man. I mean, even when yeah, of course. Look, if you got to watch him, look, when you get a chance, go back and watch him hitting the mitts. Hey, what's up, baby? Go watch him hitting the mitts and everything. Every time he throws combinations and punches, his hands still down. Never do you see him bring his hands back up to his chin. Man, that's an easy fight for him, but Shorty, he can punch. You know what I'm saying? To me, I don't even know if he could punch. He just looks strong. He just looked like one of them strong dudes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he really punching like that, but he just looks strong. It's a difference between a motherfucker that can punch. Like Tank, he can punch.
He can punch.
Like when he hit you, look at his knockouts and Rolly knockouts. Like Rolly, he stopped guys. But Tank, when he hit you, your ass done. You know what I'm saying? Santa Cruz out. But look, go back and watch him hitting the mitts. That shit look hard as shit.
Who?
But I mean, that's just right there. I mean, when he hitting the mitts, Rolly. But what I'm saying is watch how he finishes combinations. Never do you see him bring his hands back, and never do you see him with his chin down. His chin always available. It's always in the air.
That's where it's at.
That's an easy fight for Shorty. But I'm gonna tell you something. It could be tricky because he's an aqua fighter, and when you fight an aqua fighter, he can make you look bad. You know what I'm saying? Because he throwing punches from angles that you never seen. Like, it's easy to defend from like a straight jab, a right hand, a left hook, you know, a uppercut, like those, you know, the basic shots. You know what I'm saying? Like you can see those shots. But when a motherfucker throws some shit from an angle you ain't looking for, it's hard to defend for that. So I think, for real, honestly, I think that if Tank go in there and box him and run him into the shot, it'll be an easy night. But it's a potential of it being ugly. And I ain't gonna lie, Rolly stand a chance, because if he really punching like people say he is, I mean, then he always got a punch a chance. And he awkward. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So and he bigger. He bigger than Shaw. He might be physically stronger than him. But I just think technique and style going to overwhelm him. It's going to be too much for him. It's going to be too much for him. Especially, for real honesty, if I was Tank, man, I'd touch his motherfucking body, man. I'd break that body up, man. You know what I'm saying? I had that nigga
I agree with you, because his frame.
Like he in the motherfucking wrestling ring trying to climb over the ropes, man. I'm telling you, if Tank go to that body, man, it'll be an early night. Set them shots up. Don't look for the big shots. Just let it come. Stay behind his jab. It'll be an easy night for him, because Rolly ain't got no technique, but he awkward.
Right. Well, what do you think about Tank? What do you think about Tank moving on? Do you think that's a good move?
Yeah, what do you think?
Because everybody said that was a good move. What do you think about Tank leaving Mayweather Promotions? Because
he's not leaving. He's not leaving Mayweather.
You don't think so?
Fuck no. They, and just now, they were just talking, and he said, you know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all the last time, I told you them motherfuckers like brothers, man. You know, it's just like me and Ernie get bad, and he might say some shit. I might, man, fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And and he might be like, man,
hold up, slow
yeah,
down.
but he might depending on how low I go. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how low I go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I keep my chin down, Sean. I keep my chin down. You ain't gonna say.
You might too.
Yeah.
But look, yeah, you might say so. But I'm just saying, and I'd be like, and then the next day, man, you know, we be together eating, talking, and laughing and shit. This shit, but I don't even know. It could have been a build up for the fight. Right. But I was looking on the thing today, right? And they asked Tank. They say, man, you know, asked him about leaving him. He said, man, I never said I was leaving him. I just said my contract was over.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
That don't mean he was not going to sign another one.
Well, people love to speculate. They love bad news. Bad news travel a little faster than good news. They ain't going to say, oh, they made up. You know, people ain't going to push that agenda like you just did.
But you Adam, that's all I'm saying, Adam. If Mayweather got two fighters, Rolly and Tank fight, he going to make 30% off the concessions. He going to make 30% off both boxes. He making all the money.
Well, he in a win. He in a win-win situation, man. I mean, look, just put it like this: if Floyd in the best position that anybody could be in, number one, if Rolly win, right, then that means that Tank's stock go down. So that means he could get him for cheaper. So that means he could get it back for cheap because that's his last fight.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Now, if and he got Rolly, so this ain't Rolly last fight under him. You see what I'm saying?
Right. So you saying Mayweather got Rolly too?
Yeah. This is a fight in between the both of them.
Too.
Okay. Yeah, Mayweather promote both.
Yeah, and so if Tank win, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, Tank ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
He could though. I mean, I think it would be smart. I think if he win, it would be smart for him to step out the same way Mayweather stepped from Bob Arum and all that. So you know.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna be honest to you, like just being like, I don't know. I don't want to say a street dude or none of that, but just being loyalty, just being loyal.
Yeah.
I mean, even if I was to step out on Floyd, if I was to say, look, Floyd, man, I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? No more. Look. What I would do is I'd drop them to an advisor and give them 15% of whatever I'm getting. I'd be like, look, man, you the one paved the way for me.
Yeah.
So I'll give him the let him get 15% of my money. I mean, if I could get because what's to do? They say Eddie Hearns and them trying to throw him everything. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And with that being said, then he can get those fights that he wants because Eddie Hearns got Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be easy to make that fight.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if Devin Haney win. You know what I'm saying? So if I was to leave Floyd, you know what I'm saying, I would still keep him in the play. I wouldn't just leave him and say, man, F you, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, man, look, man, come on with me, man. You know, he made it possible for me to even be in this position.
Listen, I'm gonna tell
you see what I'm saying?
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
Go ahead. Steve.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, but everybody thinks differently. So you know what I'm saying? So I can't really tell you.
I wouldn't leave Floyd. First of all, if I always like to be put, I can get the chance. We can do this for free.
Mm-hmm.
I can put myself in Tank's shoes. Number one, I think the faster he leave Floyd, the faster he's gonna lose, right? Because he gonna have people to just market him for money. I think Floyd really cares about this dude, and he sees himself in Shawty. But Shawty got to understand that to get to where Floyd at, it's a process. You can't get there over 2 or 3 fights.
Right.
See, that's what people were trying to do. Man, I want to be as big. Man, he 50-0. You gotta. It's a process to get to that level. Each time you beat somebody, you're gonna have everybody chasing you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Right. So when he beat this boy, now this other boy gonna start talking crazy. What's his name?
Hey, not to cut you off, man. Did Did y'all pay homage to Big Gary, man?
Of course we
indeed.
did, man. No, man,
Yeah,
come
okay,
on,
okay.
man. Man, I don't do no
Okay.
sleepwalking, man. What's wrong with you asking a crazy question like that?
Man, I just
Man.
look. I just, you know, I'm just falling in. I'm just trying to make sure, man.
Listen,
You know
man,
that you.
ain't no man.
Yeah,
We started
yeah.
out with Big G, Gary, Russell Sr. I got stories about Big Boy. Big Boy and I go all the way back before all them dudes was even. They was infants. We can go all the way back to when Lil Gary was an infant. You know what I'm saying? That's how much relationship I got with him. And Big Gary always been a solid dude. He never changed up. He's man, to build the kingdom of kings that he built, you know he had to have a vision. Now, a lot of dudes, man, why ain't man, listen, that's why I tell y'all all the time, I love great black fathers that outside forces will try to make it seem like they're not great. Same thing with LaMelo Ball and LeVar. You know, I was a big advocate of LeVar. Man, he gonna mess their careers. It don't look like he messing it up too much to me. See, the dude would just see this is what people do when they have a strong black man that got a hold of his kids and leading the household and doing right. He ain't out drinking and drugging and all that. This dude is raising kings. You know what I'm saying? Man, this dude
no doubt.
Had a harem of boys. You know how hard it is to raise 5 or 6 boys in Trinidad and all that, man. I'm talking about this dude. He did something that a lot of dudes couldn't do. I'm telling you, man, Big Gary Russell, man, rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace.
And, you know, we interview Antoine. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be at his service. I'm going to the service. You know what I'm saying?
When you interviewed him the first time I was on your show, man.
Listen. Pride. Now, see, one thing about me, Slim, I ain't no media whore. You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stories. I ain't in a rush to break. But I knew about this the same day it happened.
Yeah.
I got plugged, but you ain't see me posting on rest in peace or because I wanted, out of respect of his family.
Right.
I think a lot of times people be so rushed to break stories about stuff because dudes done turned into media whores. They so with certain situations that I know I'm tied to. I ain't in a rush to break the story.
Right.
You say I ain't in a rush to break. I talked to Gary Saturday night prior to him passing. My partner, which is his cousin, they close. He close to all the sons and everything.
Yeah.
Direct line and all that. That's my partner. 40 years. We got 40-year friendship. I talked to him and he was right there with Gary. I said, "Well, yeah, Slim," because we was together that Saturday night. We spent Saturday night together, me and his cousin, first cousin. And I talked to him. He was over. I said, "Where you going?" He said, "Man, I'm on my way over Big Gary house." Now, I ain't gonna get into. We ain't gonna disclose what they were talking about because that's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. When he got there, I said, "Slim, call me when you get there." I'll call me. So okay, he got over Big Gary house. He called me. I said, "What's up, big boy?" He said, I said, now, me personally, because I knew he was going through some medical stuff, the first thing I'm concerned about is how you feeling.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I said, "Big boy, how you feeling?" And guess what Big boy said?
What's that?
He said, "Not good." This is a quote from the horse's mouth. He said, "Not good." And his cousin, he said, "Not good, Slim." I said, "Okay, Slim, man, I keep you in my prayers, man. Keep your head up." You know what I'm saying? Because when somebody tell you stuff like that and you already know they're going through medical stuff, all you can do is pray for them, Slim. It's out my hand. Ain't nothing I could do.
Right.
You know, he trying to tell you. And listen, the next day he was gone.
Yeah.
The next day. And my man said, "Slim, you just asked him, how he doing?" And he said, "Not good." You see what I'm saying? So, you know, and Slim, this is a big blow to not only to them, but our community. This guy raised all them boys, along with help with whoever he had, but he's the face of them guys staying in line, staying in that ring, just like when you see him boxing, and he was over there in the wheelchair. Guess what the boys said? Dad said, to do the left and do the right. And he over there, they said, "Dad said," you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, even little Gary Russell Jr., "Dad said," you know what I'm saying? Because they respect their daddy. And I respect him. You know,
because he was the captain of that ship.
Man, he's a king.
There it is.
He's a king, man. A king, man. Yeah, he's a king.
By far.
Yeah. Just like you a king, shorty. But if you ever raise that bar, talking about what you gonna do if you said this about me and all, short, I put them gloves, I tone you a little.
All right, man. We gone, man.
No, I'm just playing, man. I don't want no ring. I don't want no ring.
Hey, was that you pumping your brakes?
that was me.
Yeah, you're right. I ain't one of them burnt out old jokes gonna get in the ring with a dude that got Olympic experience. I think I'm gonna get out there trying to pump my ego. See, I ain't, but I knock a dude at the grocery store out faking, pump faking, you know what I'm saying? Drunk, disrespecting my wife. I knock his teeth out, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna get in the ring with you, Sean, with all that overseas experience and all. I know what's happening, so I ain't gonna jump out there. You know what I'm saying? Man, I just want to call
we appreciate you, Adam, man.
Appreciate your expertise because you're expert. See,
so we got to call you next week, man, after the fight.
We're going to call you.
Okay, my man. Yeah,
listen.
Then but look, then you got that Devin Haney and Cambosis the following week.
Well, Devin Haney going to punish him. He got to punish. He'll punish y'all.
Yeah. He fight. Nah, that's going to be a good fight.
He going to punish him.
I mean,
he going to punish him.
Haney not going to lose, though.
Listen, Haney's going to.
Oh, no. But that's a good fight.
It's a good
Stylistically,
fight.
Yeah, but I think Devin Haney got all the tools. You know what I'm saying?
Man, Devin Haney gonna punish him.
Yeah, Devin Haney.
Right now, it's about Tank, Devin Haney, and the young boy.
Who, Shakur?
Shakur. Now he coming.
Shakur Steve.
He coming. Now he coming. He thirsty.
Yeah.
Now before all that, we might have could have slid Gary Russell Jr. in there before he messed his shoulder because I really still think that.
Well, Gary's still relevant.
No. Gary is relevant. I said before the injury, I think we could have mixed him in there with something, a payday will right now. But Gary got to repair that shoulder before he get back in there. Because these boys right here, they
well, I mean, he got to repair more than that. He got to repair his mental too, far as you know.
Right, that's back to what I'm saying. What just happened? Not only him losing a father, lost a brother, but my man Tanner said, "What's up, Slim?"
Yeah.
AD. He called you AD. Tanner.
Tell Tanner I said what's up.
Yeah. Say it to
my
Tanner.
man.
Yeah, that's
my
what
man.
Yeah, man. See, man, listen. The circle, that's one thing about DC. Listen, see, a lot of people don't know you, my God, brother. I got so much respect for you. You came to see me when you was adolescent. You were 14, 15 years old. You were trying to figure out who I was. Why, you know what I'm saying? That's another story. But you had enough courage and gall to do the research to get to where you was the link to get to where we at now. Not me. A lot of people think I'm Slink on. No, it ain't about me. It was about you.
Yeah.
And you labored for your own apple. You ain't believe what people told you and all that.
Right.
You labored. He labored to see what was going on.
Do it.
Yeah, he labored. And, one time Shawty hit me. Said, man, what happened to all that stuff you said, all that old Lord and stuff you said when you come home? Yeah, the ball game changed, Shawty. I got these bricks over here. I got to get this done. Time all that Lord and all that. I got to get these bricks gone. You know what I'm saying? He said, okay, Slim. All right, I see what you said. All that Lord and all that. That's man. Look, we got some bills to pay over here. You know what I'm saying? So,
you need to shut the fuck up.
A lot of people don't realize. He said, but he was trying to understand. Like, man, he preached a good talk and all day talking about he gonna do this, and then he going 1,000 miles a minute. It's totally contrary. Yeah, them Brits would have to get them jokes done, Sean. I ain't got time for that.
Hey, Adam,
man, I love you, Slim.
You see where he go? His show is always all over the place, man.
Man, listen, one of the reasons I love you, see, I just call you, pick right up, man. And see Tanner, I don't know where you at, though. You keep speaking to everybody. But look,
he moved.
I seen him the other day. I just ain't had time to pull over. He was on Bladensburg Road talking to somebody. He was in somebody's car. Look, I said, man, that's my man. But I knew he was all right, so I kept on going. Plus, he was on Bladensburg Road. And, that's his, that's his neighborhood.
Yeah.
Anytime you can be an Olympic champion, right? And can go back to the neighborhood from which you come, which is considered, in his neighborhood where he come from, is considered less than middle class, right? And don't have to worry about nothing. He ain't got no, oh, I ain't gonna say that. I don't know if he got that Jimmy Jam on him.
Hey, what's up?
I don't know what it is. I don't know. I ain't gonna say what do kids do want to try to win. I mean, little win when he slap me on. No, so I ain't gonna set him up like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of dudes, they be looking. You're looking and lurking. I already know the game. But anytime you can go back to your neighborhood, like me, I can go back to my neighborhood. And I ain't never, I ain't crossed nobody. I ain't called nobody, But this is something else we got to be cautious of. And I talked to Deon about this. because of what's going on in DC now, we done swapped out cultures. See, we really using a lot of other cities' culture, Chicago and all that, shoot on sight and all that. Shoot a dude that ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but he might be from the neighborhood who he has something to do with. You see what I'm saying? So you could be an IT tech or something. They're like, man, he living rich. They're like, man, a dude back in the day, I said, man, nah, shorty ain't into nothing. They're like, I don't care nothing about that.
Yeah.
Ain't he from around there? That's how they going. You see what I'm saying?
Sheena.
Hey, Sheena, they going like that now, more so like with a gang mentality over, you know, a principle or a moral principle. Like, nah, shorty, leave shorty alone. Shorty in school, he ain't into all that. You know? Yeah, you all right. You could talk to him. Yeah, we could. Don't forget about the boy from Philly named Jerron Boots Ennis.
Jerron. Shorty the truth. He's the truth.
Yeah, we throw him in there. This is what I think Tank trying to get to all that money, because in his mind he count money before it hatch. Mayweather saying, slow down, Slim, slow down. We gonna get to them.
What to who? Jerron?
Any of them. Mayweather telling not him. If it's not him, I'm saying that the money that Tank started, see, when in Tank mind, he started to count this money before it's hatched. But that's what we do. See, he looking at, man, that's 10, that's 15, that's 20. If I knock, that's how you do. That's 15, that's 50, that's 50 million. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how people start looking at it. You start counting money. But just how Floyd had to go through. What's the big head joke? He had to fight twice. The one that roughed him off the first fight. Floyd fought. What's his name?
Who, Madonna?
Madonna. He had to go through him twice. He had to beat the boy that the other boy that the De La Hoya sent at him. He had to beat him. Canelo. He had to beat Zab Judah.
Luis Castillo. They had to fight twice.
Yeah, all those dudes he had to go through. You understand? But those are bags. Those are $100 million fights. They were $100 million fights.
Well, I mean, like I told you, man, once he beat Oscar, man, the sky was the limit.
Yeah, because
for him.
Oscar was the golden boy. But look here, Slim, you go ahead, man. Watch your back out there, man, because I see that traffic out there moving. You know what I mean? So watch your back out there, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know, yeah, traffic out there, man. Well, look at me. Yeah, I'm a dope boy, so I understand it. Well, yeah, give me two of them. You know, yeah, but well, you go ahead, man. Show me. True, I got 46. You know, we go ahead.
All right, Adam. See,
I love you, boy. But that's what those of y'all don't know. That was a world-class champion also.
Indeedy.
Adam Clarence, untouchable Vincent, my god brother. You understand? He's been all around the world. He was considered one of the top fighters in the city at the same time as Too Sharp. See, back then, DC had a lot of champs. Right now, we don't. You know, that we had left, what we had left over was the Peterson brothers.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go back to history of DC, we always had champs. Maurice Blocker, Simon Brown, you can go back to what's the boy name? He had the restaurant on 14th Street. Oh my God, he had the restaurant on Georgia Avenue. Oh my God, he was a champion too. He had a couple belts too. Oh man, he had a restaurant on Georgia Avenue right up there by Howard. Poochie.
Okay.
Poochie. We had Simon Brown. We had Maurice Blocker, we had Zab Judah, we had Keith Holmes, we had Sean Bay Mitchell, we had, these are champions from DC, or the what they call it, the
Sean
Bay. Yeah, Sean Bay. I put that out there. Sean Bay. We had who else? The one that went to the Boxing Hall of Fame. You had his father was his trainer from Southwest. Sugar Ray. What's the boy name that come from Southwest? Come on, y'all. Y'all ain't got to help me, man. He's in the Boxing Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Mark Too Sharp Johnson. Come on, man. All right. Yeah, okay. Well, look, we all boxing.
Well, we got 5 minutes. We went on boxing. And
boxing
we
went
overboard. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna go to
prayers.
Gamba.
I forgot.
We wanted to do relationship because we had so many.
Yeah,
you want to do it since we missed Monday?
See what they say.
We go 10 minutes over.
Okay, go ahead.
We go 10 minutes. All right. So we gonna get y'all 10 extra minutes tonight, y'all. 10 extra minutes. We are gonna go over.
And y'all can reply to the question on our page. Also, you can also send comments to the page. Share the show. Please share the show. Subscribe to the channel. Whoever is subscribed to the channel, we go ahead, push it out there because we on press for time.
Okay. All right. So Lala Anthony looking real good, Slink.
Lala Anthony got the young boy off Big Meat Show.
Okay, so if you're Carmelo now, like, dang, Lala won't blast. You gonna call her back? Like, look back.
I'm sure
you out there on blast.
Well, I'm sure because Carmelo Anthony has a lot of history with Lala and he has a son by him. It's a lot involved in that.
There's a lot of history.
But he also has to let her have her space because he did him. I think he has another baby or something outside of what they had.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I said, you can't, now that she looking good, but Lala always
that's what people do. Like, once they looking good, they be like, oh.
Lala, she always looked good to me, so I don't think you can't wait till this over and all that to try to act like, they call it back and all that. They call that CB, and what does that mean?
Cock blocker?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's what they call it. Or tree boxing.
Oh, okay, tree boxing. I've heard about tree boxing.
That's when you hang outside somebody's house and don't want the dude to come over.
Don't ever do that. Because you're going to see what you're going to see.
I did it before.
Okay. So, Ricky Williams, man, he changed his name to Eric with an E. And he also took his wife's last name. So I think his name is now like Eric with an E, Mason or something like that. I don't know what his last name is, but he changed his last name and his first name to be with his wife. And what do you think about that? Do you think that men should start doing that more?
No. Well, I think the name of the child is more important than all because that's a genealogy. That's what connects you back to the bloodline, which, like you have a child that connects your daughter to your lineage, right? What's your genealogy? That's why DNA is so important. A lot of people don't realize, a lot of people, we'll get back to that too.
That's probably Cherie right there.
We'll get back to that too when we start talking about if you're married and you have a child by a person, should you be allowed to should the child, or why does the child have your last name and y'all not married?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times people, that's a big debate too. Do you know the answer to that?
I don't.
Well, it goes back to without the child having your last name.
I told you that was Cherie right there. I knew that. I knew it was you.
Without the child having your last name and it's your child, that's actually the definition of the child being a bastard.
Right. No father.
If you go back to where it's not your lineage, you the father, but it doesn't align the child with your lineage.
Right.
Like Mimi's last name is what?
Yates.
Okay. That aligns Mimi with your genealogy, right?
Right.
So that because you injected. No, for real.
No, I'm laughing at Big Mess.
Your spirit changed to your wife's last name. Oh, I have my mother's last name. I'm adopted. Right. Okay. Well, we know it's certain circumstances.
Yeah.
We were talking about somebody who was in, like
when I got married,
the baby mama situation and all that, and figure like if I had a child, because when I was young, when I had a child, in the beginning I didn't know no better. I was young.
Yeah.
And my son, he had her, and my mom was like, well, you gotta go get your name on the birth certificate. I said, what's that for? Ooh, that's
if it's a son, old school. If it's a boy, then you do that. Sometimes the girls, they really don't care because they know they're gonna get their name changed, or there's a possibility that they would get their name changed when they get married.
Well, some people allow, some of the mothers believe that why I ain't married to him. Yeah, that's my daughter. She got my last name. So it's different strokes for different folks. That's another topic.
But the third question is this: they say that men, and this is a big one, men have sex with who they can have sex with, if they can have sex with them. And women marry who they can, if they can. What do you think about that?
I don't know.
Because they say that women have sex with who they want to have sex with. Women can have sex with who they want to have sex with. Men have sex with who they can have sex with.
I think it's different strokes for different.
And they're saying that women can only get married to who they can get. So it's like a flip with the man and the woman. So I don't know what you thought about that.
Well, nowadays stuff is so hard because the numbers are so flip-flop. The average man that's any good got somebody. Now, anybody of age, where we speak of 30 and over, is involved with somebody physically. It's not too many people 30 and over that doesn't have anybody that they're sleeping with, whether it's the side piece or whatever. We don't know too many people in our community. That's just something that in our community is not practiced, and that's celibacy. You know what I'm saying? So people are talking, well, I ain't seeing nobody, but you're screwing somebody. Right. You're dating somebody just to screw, or you screwing your ex.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm not dating them. Yeah, but how long have you been celibate? Even if you're not in a relationship, how long have you ever been celibate? Yeah, that's short, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty sure.
Well,
I've always been with somebody, so
yeah. Well, with me, because I've been incarcerated, I've been 7 years without being with somebody, and I've been 9.5 years without being with somebody.
yeah, I've been with somebody since high
I've been
school.
with my hand, I've been with my hand. My hand. My hand and some baby oil. Now I did work that, but far as
You need to shut the fuck up.
well, that's where you have.
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking
You
way.
was with
boy.
what?
Boy,
My hand. You have to be with somebody. If you're incarcerated, you got to work your hand. You don't just walk around. Oh. Well, this is, you got to do something. You have to release yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can't just, that's just a fact. You notice I haven't used any cuss words. I don't cuss no more. It's easy. All you got to do is broaden your vocabulary.
Okay. Okay. All right, Big Mess. Well, there it is. Didn't you have a question? What was your relationship topic for the night?
Oh, man.
You forgot? We talked about it in the
talked about
pre-show,
so much,
but I don't
we
remember.
went over so much with the pre-show,
We had
man.
a lot going on. Then the
This
show
let
just
you-
flowed. We
Yeah,
didn't
we-
even go no breaks.
Yeah, we do that. And that's why when we start breaking these shows up, we can show people 2 or 3 different shows, part 1, part 2, part 3.
Indeed.
But look, check this out.
Mhm.
We want everybody to have a safe weekend.
Yeah, man.
This is
Memorial Day weekend.
Memorial Day weekend.
indeed.
Ray Essence. Also, Miles Rawls has
Day.
it's Sunday, and the first game starts Tuesday. And a lot of people were talking about where we going to park because it's going to be so many people over there because they got Vibe over there Sunday. Yes, indeed. Dirk will be over there with Vibe, and they got TCB or another band playing first.
Derek
with Dirk.
will be over there.
Yeah. Miles made the statement. If you go to Miles' page,
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all seen this live. It was a beautiful live where he explained a lot of. It's 26 years we've been going on that he. That's a great thing, man. And Miles, you got to give Miles a round of applause.
Right. Yes, indeed. Miles Rawls.
Miles Rawls, man, a big advocate. Also, a homegrown from Barry Farms. He comes from Barry Farms.
Good dude.
He talked about a sponsor. We also had him on a show. Hoping to get him back. He was so easy, very professional. He gave us a lot of pointers about.
Yeah, we talked about a lot of stuff, man. The
about-
shooting up the Capitol. We talked about a lot of stuff.
Miles is very highly intelligent, and he's funny. You know what I'm saying?
He's
And he's
definitely
down to
funny.
earth. He's down to earth.
He will fry you on that mic.
Yeah, he one of the realest dudes I've met on the podcast.
Yeah. Don't give
But
him a
look,
mic. Yeah,
but look,
cook.
man, Gone But Not Forgotten, Jackie Cole. Gone But Not
Yes,
Forgotten.
indeed.
Gone But Not Forgotten. Y'all seen y'all Gone But Not Forgotten.
Gone but not forgotten Corey Pierce, man. Gone but not forgotten Uncle Wayne. Gone but not forgotten Joseph Gates Jr. Gone but not forgotten Dolores Burnett.
Gone But Not Forgotten all the kids who
Ah,
were shot and killed, and the teacher who was shot and killed.
2 teachers, man.
2 teachers who were shot and killed up in Texas, right?
Yep. Gone but not forgotten to all the people that were shot and killed in Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
Gone but not forgotten on the 2-year anniversary of George Floyd. I
Right.
believe his
The
his thing was-
25th.
Yeah, it's coming up soon. Gone but not forgotten. What was the boy that was in Florida that got killed over the Skittles? So because we don't talk about none of them
you
Jones
talk
no
about
more.
my man.
I forget
with
his
the
name.
hood.
Yeah, with the hood. Yeah.
See, that let you know we need to be talking about him.
Right.
What was his name?
Rest in peace, Junior Washburn, whoever that is.
Gone but not forget John Fish Hall.
Yeah. Gone but not forgotten Ray Liotta. Gone but not forgotten everybody.
Gone but not forgotten Kathy Queen.
Yes, indeed. Gone but not forgotten Kathy
From
Queen.
Riggs Park.
Yeah.
Boo Mom. Gone but not forgotten Tom Coleman, which was a year ago yesterday, I think.
Gone but not forgotten Michael Clutch Freeman, man.
I talked to his wife.
Never let Clutch.
Man, that was me and her had a good conversation, man. She brought tears to my eyes because, man, Tom Slick really loved Carolyn, man. He loved his whole family, but man, he loved Carolyn Stevens, man. Soulmates. They've been together over 30-some years, man. When you be with somebody that long, man, almost 40 years, man.
Yeah.
Probably might be 40. I don't know.
Right.
Because he been messing with Carolyn since he was like 15.
Right.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Miss Queen Long. Okay. All right. Well,
listen, man, give him some music.
we done gave y'all 2 hours,
Right,
man. We
man.
had
Right,
fun.
keep
Hopefully
joining
y'all
us,
had
man.
fun with us. Uh-oh.
Give it to him.
Got a little too loud.
Yeah, we give him a little bit. Yeah. That's a pocket.
That is a pocket. So
Each and every Thursday.
each and every third. That's
Oh,
where
that's
I'm going
BYB.
right now. Oh no, that's Vibe.
What's
That's
that?
Vibe.
Oh, that's
You know,
Vibe.
I'm on-
Where
you know I'm
they-
always
where
with Vibe.
Vibe at tonight?
I believe Vibe is in
It's at the Oyster Bar tonight.
Oyster Bar. I think that's where they are.
What's at the
somewhere in
oyster
DC
bar?
tonight.
Let me know where the oyster bar is. Who at the oyster bar tonight? Somebody look it up right quick. Give it to us.
I know I'm going to hit me some go-go tonight, period. I ain't heard them in a minute. So, but I hope y'all, man, hopefully y'all have a good, safe weekend, man. Cook out, get you some crabs if that's what you eat, some shrimps and all that. All Over the Place podcast. We'll be back to you. We're not on Monday, right? So we're back next Thursday.
Okay.
All right, so we'll see y'all in a week, man. Monday we will be off for the holiday, so make sure y'all are good to go. We might pop up on you, so we ain't gonna say we really off. So we could pop up on you. So, but you got anything else for him?
Man, God bless you. Before we go,
Give him the line.
all my youngins and my old heads with the guns, put them guns down before you get late, man. Learn to love instead of hate.
For the people in the back, man, and them people's in Buffalo, them people's in Texas. Talk to them too. Talk to them senators.
All my youngins and my old heads wrong around with all these guns.
You senators need to hear this too.
Put
You
them
governors.
guns down, man. Before you get late, learn to love instead of hate.
There it is, man. Look, keep God first, man, in your life. Continue to pray no matter what happens.
What's that? What's that oyster bar?
That's
Tell
what
me.
I say. I don't know. But remember this, y'all. Yahweh is the only way. If you don't know who Yahweh is, find out who he is. YAHWEH. Google that. Yahweh is the only way. Keep God first, man. We'll see y'all next week. We out.
One night I remember I remember one night I remember one night I remember last night me and my dogs were hanging out. Tired of being you gotta get it when you don't, you gotta get it right. That's the thing. I said you don't, you gotta get it.